We haven't been in the studio together for some time. Gen Con happened, and then we had several vacations and recordings that we were going to do. We decided, you know what, let's just keep practicing the new game, play offline, just play remotely. So we didn't come to the studio. So I was very excited to come in today until I opened the door, and it smelled like someone had opened a dozen boxes of assholes.
Boxes of asshole?
Boxes of assholes. Like, here's an asshole delivery. Sign here, please. It was the worst smell, and I was like, did we just abandon this place?
Well, it smelled like something that died in the studio.
Several, like a family of rats got lost, and they all perished and ate each other.
And we hadn't been in here in so long, it would make sense. Like, this family of rats died in here.
That we normally have could have died in here.
So bad. Like, probably a ton of rats
really
died.
I was like, someone must have knocked over the trash can and then shattered.
Probably that's probably what happened. Somebody probably snuck in and probably shit in the trash can.
Maybe one of the property brothers was squatting here.
We got a real stinky neighbor, but turns out it wasn't that at all, because I walked in and I'm like, what is going on in here? I wasn't going to say anything because I don't want to be rude. Maybe it was like, oh, I'm sorry, I got to take the trash out. I pooped in there.
You said wait a minute. You weren't going to say anything. You said something immediately.
I know, because the smell was so bad. I was like, I think something's wrong. I think something's really wrong.
Yeah, whoever did that, we're going to get him.
And I look at Sydney, and she's just eating a bucket of green.
It wasn't the green.
Like fish
It wasn't
heads.
the green. It
wasn't the green.
What happened?
I didn't have breakfast this morning, and I was running late, and I went into the Japanese supermarket that we love that's super close by. And they don't have a lot of the food out yet because it's so early in the morning. I was like, I'll just get like a seaweed salad and I'll get some kimchi because I love kimchi. And I didn't think about sort of on an atomic level what those two food items would do when I cracked open
in an unventilated space.
In an unventilated box that we live in.
I want to be clear. I like kimchi a great deal.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to eat it in spaces that have zero ventilation, where we walled off any windows.
I know, there are beautiful windows back there. You never know.
During early quarantine, my thing was like I was making kimchi stew just all the time. I was like only eating kimchi stew. And there came a time when my roommate was like, you have to stop making it. And she was like, it's like permeating our clothing. Like it smells so bad. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I just love kimchi.
Well, fermented foods are very, very good for you. They're very, very good for your biome, but it's
bad
just,
for
it
enclosed.
was so bad. I couldn't believe how bad the smell was.
And I immediately was like, so sorry. I closed it up. I put it in the fridge.
No. Right before you closed it up, you went, and then closed it and put it in the fridge.
That's true. I did.
You tried to jam as much in your face.
So now our beer cans are going to stink.
It's all fermented. They're fermented too.
That's true.
Yeah, so they smell good though.
Didn't that wake you up though? Aren't you ready to go?
Well, I'm interested to like go out to lunch after this and then come back in the studio and see if it's like
still lingering
gone or
or we've just gotten used to.
Terrible news.
Yeah.
Kimchi for lunch as well.
Oh, God, no, man.
We're going to go to that new kimchi buffet next door.
Bucket of kimchi.
All you can eat.
That's what it's called.
All you can eat.
Bucket of kimchi. You weigh it like a froyo.
It's kimchi by the pound.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of weird videos on social media. I just kind of go down a dark trail, and I watched this video of this like famous Korean fish sauce that is made. I can't even say it. Famous Korean fish sauce where they like take a bunch of mackerel, raw mackerel. They're dead, or they like beat them to death, and then they slice them, throw them in a bucket with salt, like a ton of salt. Sure. Maybe there's some water. I don't know. And then they leave it out in the sun for 9 months.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it turns into something you can eat.
Yeah.
It turns into like the most delicious fish sauce in the world.
Yeah.
And it's because it ferments
counterintuitive
with the salt. And so like every few weeks you open it up, it's like, oh boy. And you stir it and it starts to dissolve over time. And then eventually there's a turning point where you open, you're like, oh my God, that smells so good. And it's like watery.
Yeah.
Fish sauce.
Have you ever had a lutefisk?
That's a Swedish situation, right?
Yes, that's a truly horrifying process where it's like,
is that the pickled herring? No,
it's like, help me. It's like,
I have no idea.
It's like live. It's like something that's active. You're like, that should kill me. And that's how you ferment it or you preserve it. And then you Let me look
I
at
don't even know how to
It's fermented in cyanide?
Lutefisk?
Wait, I want to hear more about this right after this quick break. Will you look this up and find out what this is before you even do the bit?
Fly. Well, I thought somebody else would have heard of Lutefisk and could carry the ball for a second.
Did you find out what this
Yes,
is?
it is lie. I was right.
Wait, but
Fly?
it's made
This
from
whole thing's a lie?
It's
No,
made
lie,
from
L-Y-E.
Oh.
It's made from fish.
Yes, it's fish that's cured in lye, and they bury it
Oh, okay.
during the winter months.
You left out the part where they bury it.
Well, of course.
My wife's trying to talk me into getting a turtle, and she says there's these turtles you can get that you go outside and you bury them underground in the winter, and then you dig them up in the spring,
Or
and they're like, ready to go.
Yes.
Isn't that insane?
Or the crazier thing is, some people, depending on where you live, how cold it gets, you put them in your freezer, which seems terrible. It seems like animal abuse. It's not. They go into hibernation, full, like, you know, their body cycles through. I think it's like a bear. Like, they don't shit, they don't eat, and then they wake up in the warmer months. So I guess if it's cold enough, you could bury them, and it would be cold for them.
I bet you that freezer would smell better than our fridge. Even if they shat all over it. Turtle shit
I
everywhere.
will say, I had pet turtles growing up, and they did shit everywhere. It didn't like that tank.
Is this a thing?
The turtle shit? Well, all animals.
But everywhere?
Well, we had them in a tank, and it was like that tank needed to be cleaned like every day.
Oh,
That's
sure.
really gross.
Pretty gross.
What's the same with like hamsters? It's like, it's an easy pet. And it's like, they poop a lot. Poop and pee a lot.
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops. That freezing thing sounds cool. That's what I'm still think I'm leaning towards being frozen. Why not?
Cryogenic? Like, we're talking, not just like,
like the real hardcore stuff.
not just the
I'm just
shiny.
afraid someone's going to come in and do something to my body. Like that. Didn't they beat up Ted Williams' head? Somebody like
There was a
some Yankee fan did something to Ted Williams'
there
head.
was a big custody battle over his head.
Yeah.
Over his frozen
Ted Williams was cryogenically
Yes,
frozen,
yeah.
but they have to
But
take
just
off
the
your
head,
head.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait,
I just want to stay fully intact and freeze me.
and you're worried they'll do stuff to your body when you're frozen?
Well, yeah, I don't want them disfiguring me. I don't want to come back ugly.
I think the cryogenics will take care of any of that for you.
That's true. That's true.
No.
They did stuff to Ted Williams' head, and that's not cool.
I want to just die.
Yeah.
I don't want to come back.
You don't want to come back?
No.
Would you mind being cryogenically frozen just as long as they don't bring you back?
No, I don't want to be frozen at all. I don't want to be preserved. I want to be used like that fish sauce. Put me in a jar, leave me out for
Yeah.
9
Sun
months.
to disintegrate?
Let me
Pour in a bunch of
liquefy.
salt.
And then we can eat you.
Skid sauce.
It'd be wonderful if people found a use for my
Pour you
corpse
over
after
rice.
in that way. That would
Put
be
me
wonderful.
on the roof, let the carrion birds.
Eat of my
Take me.
body, drink of my blood.
Think of all the Rocky movies you'll miss.
That's fine.
Okay.
I've seen enough, I think. I'm
Okay.
good.
All right. What about you? Anybody want to be cremated?
Yes.
You want to be cremated?
I don't want to be buried alive.
Can I keep a little bit of you
You're
in a
dead.
locket?
That's the thing. Am I though?
Oh my gosh.
But it's pollution. If you're
That's true.
cremated, you're
That is the thing.
polluting. I want to be buried at the roots of a tree or turned into that sauce.
Well, there's also the
That's what I.
No, nothing in
Nothing
between.
Anyway.
Two options.
there's also the mushroom net.
Yes, the mushroom.
Oh, the mushroom. That's a new one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can be buried in a net that's like got the spores of
You
mushroom.
wear-
I don't like mushrooms though.
What about cool tuxedo of psilocybin threads, and you get to look cool when you go in the
No,
ground?
I don't. No.
Back to you being burnt alive. Do you want to be held in a bucket somewhere, or do you want to be strewn over one of your favorite places, like the pizza place you went to growing up?
Put me in the sauce.
Hello, just put me in Giordano's next to my mom's gravy.
Put me in the gravy.
Put me in the gravy for all the kids can have a piece of me.
That's what you sound like when you're dead.
Stuff me in a schmoo now.
That sounds nice.
Scatter me
Sounds
over
nice.
the Franco-American canning factory.
Put me in the Pine Barrens with my brothers.
All right, what do you want? Do you want to be?
I actually haven't thought about it.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll be dead.
that's true.
I want to be put on display in a museum while I decompose in a
we've talked
glass
about
box.
this before, yeah.
And that's where I
I
stand.
think that's fun.
Just
Jeremy
to
Bentham.
learn. Like Skid. I'm like, someone could get some use out of my body.
What if you don't decompose and they canonize you as a saint?
Whoa.
Well, that's a fun
Saint
little bit of
Sydney.
afterlife.
That's interesting. What a
Yes.
twist. I'm bummed that I won't be there to see it.
Well,
Yeah.
when I come back, I'll let you know.
Thank you. In heaven.
While I'm sipping on a skid and eating a Matthew.
A slice of Matthew pie.
A slice of
Slice of
Matthew
Matthew
pie
pie
with a little
with a
special
little
washing
skid
it
sauce.
down with-
Yeah. Sauce goes with anything. So
Oh.
Speaking of going with anything, you know what goes well with us? A new game.
Yeah!
We're here today to do a little thing called Session Zero. But the reality is this Session Zero has been ongoing now for a couple months. Emails, some Zoom calls, lots of chatting over drinks. We have been Session Zeroing for a long time. A lot of people think we don't do Session Zeros because we didn't do one when we started the show, but we've always done it since. But since we didn't do one for the first one, people think we don't do them anymore.
No, we do them.
We even published one for Gaywalkers, and still people are like, "Why, they should have done a Session Zero." Like we did. It's published. It's got
Yeah.
tens of thousands of
We
views.
published them for all the other shows too.
Yeah.
Like the exclusive shows, they all have Session Zeros.
But this is a special one today because I think I want to do this in a semi-structured sort of way to talk about not only the game we're about to play, and obviously we're going to build the characters. Has that hit you, by the way, that we're building the actual characters today?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
did you think we were just hanging out?
Yeah, I'm sick to my stomach. I can't.
I love it because I like Joe, I think you said, like, I have no ideas. Like I'm tapped out. I feel like I have no
completely
ideas.
tapped out.
So I'm so excited to let the dice kind of tell me what they
Yeah,
want.
I need help from the
Yeah,
dice.
I want to,
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
But we're going to do that. We're going to talk about the game itself. But I want to talk about, other things that we've kind of decided over the past few months of chatting, because unlike the games we played before, not only as a part of the Glass Cannon podcast, but across the network, there is no set story. There is no adventure path per se that has here's the villain, here's the win condition. This is going to be a very emergent storytelling game where we're going to be using, or I'm going to be using sources from all over the place. I'll be using, some information from the Cursed Scrolls. I'll be using some stuff from Tefrotic Nightmares, which is a Borg campaign. I've been looking at old Dungeons and Dragons stories. I'm trying to draw from lots of different sources, but in terms of where the story goes, it is going to be truly emergent based on what you guys bring to the table, and unlike anything we've ever done. So
That's what excites me.
It's terrifying.
I can't even imagine how much work it's going to be on your shoulders.
I don't know. I think it might not be as much as because prepping an AP is a lot of work. It's a ton of work.
It is.
It is.
And like we were going through this on Blood of the Wild the other day, where it's just like someone's like, when did that guy like come to this place? And you know that you read it somewhere in the AP. Like, all right, hold on, and you have to like look through like blocks and blocks of text, like trying to figure it out. Whereas if we're making this story, like we can talk about it. It's like, what would make most sense? And you don't feel like you're going to compromise something later on.
Yeah, it's a very unique way of playing. We've talked about behind the scenes how, when I played as a kid, I don't remember how we played. I think we were using some published modules, but I know my game master growing up was kind of making it up as he went along. When I would go to my gaming store and play with a bunch of like 30-year-olds that I had no business sitting around the table with, you'd pay money to bring your little crappy character and get one turn every 45 minutes.
Yep.
I imagine he was doing this sort of old school style where, some of it is very random, but a story develops out of that randomness. And so I'm excited to see it in action. My preparation has been just mainlining Shadowdark and OSR YouTube videos and podcasts to hear how other people approach this work. But it is so different from what we have done in the past.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting bridge. Are you nervous about this bridge?
Oh yeah. I mean, the what I like about it, I think, is that the learning curve is going to happen live.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like if you're unfamiliar with this game or with OSR style gameplay, I don't think we're necessarily here to teach you anything. I think we're going to learn together,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
we're going to go into this because I mean, right out of the gate, we've been playtesting, and there are so many things you don't realize are ingrained in you from the last decade of playing, 21st century RPGs. You know what I mean? It's just there's so many basics that are ingrained to you that you gotta have to throw away.
It
Start
has
fresh.
been so enjoyable to watch Joe try to look for a rule that doesn't exist. There is no rule. Like, it is so rules light in a certain sense. There are definitely rules. But Joe will go look for something in a rule. I'll just sit patiently, and he's like, doesn't say it.
Yeah.
Huh.
My favorite Joe moment in this process.
Where are the feats?
In one of our playtests, we hit an encounter that was quite bad, and Joe just was like, we all got up to leave after we were done, and Joe just sat there, just being like, I don't know that, I don't, and just like and then we got to hang out with Kelsey, who wrote the game, and I just remember Joe walking up to her and be like, did you write this adventure? It's fucked up.
I did. I was like, this is fucked up. And she goes, it is really hard.
So fun.
Yeah, this was Wavestone Monolith, for those of you. No Shadowdark. That was the first one that I ran for you guys. And you walked to the second room you walked into, 3 of you died. That was the first time we had actually played.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, let's try something else. So I did the Lost Citadel of the Scarlet Minotaur, which is another one of these starter scenarios that Kelsey has written. And then I felt like we're starting to get a little more comfortable
Yeah,
with
things
it.
changed. Yeah, after trial by combat, so to speak. Yeah.
There's so much stuff out there. I mean, not only stuff that the Arcane Library has published, but they have huge third-party support. There's so many people that want to create for this game. So there's endless stuff. If you're interested in playing, it's a great community to get involved with. Join their Discord, check it out, and learn along with us, because we really, not unlike when we started Giant Slayer, even though we had a few years of Pathfinder under our belt, from orc ferocity to
oh my god,
concentration checks to everything in between. We made so many
5-foot step.
basic
We
errors.
were wrong on the 5-foot step for 2.5 years.
Spell strike.
Oh my
strike.
god. Yeah, I mean, so many things,
Yeah.
but you play to learn.
Yeah, and one of the beauties of this is that, if you're staring at your character sheet or you're staring at the book, I don't want to say you're doing it wrong, but you're doing it wrong. The answers aren't in there. The answers are all up here. The whole
Book is
thing
so
about
pretty.
OSR is rulings, not rules.
Rulings, not rules.
Yeah, there are rules, and we're going to try and really lean into those. I don't want us to go into the book too much. Between sessions, go back and be like, oh, you know what? We did that wrong. But in the moment, I think part of moving the game along is going to be just kind of what makes sense at the table.
Yeah.
And, I'll finally be like, well, let's do this. But I think it should be a conversation, because oftentimes, especially in the published adventures and whatnot, it'll say something and I'll be like, there is not a rule for how that gets adjudicated. So we just make it up. And then, being consistent with that moving forward. Well, last time you had me roll this when that happened, so we should probably do that again. And then over time, we're like, I don't think we need this roll, then we'll move away from it. But
Yeah. That's the thing that I'm excited about, is sort of coming up with our own house rules, or adapting other people's house rules as we go, and creating just more of an adjudicated system as we grow out. But it's ours.
yeah, it's ours.
That's very exciting too.
And though we keep saying it's rules light, we make up the rules. I also want to say one of my favorite things about Shadowdark are the tables. I love modules that have tables for so many different things, for encounters, for objects, for traps, for
Environments.
Treasure,
environments. And one of them that I love is when you carouse, which is your downtime where you get to blow off steam in Shadowdark. There is a game you can literally play called Wizards and Thieves. And it is a game ingrained in the book, and it is a dice game. It is a gambling game that you play, and there's tables for it. What are the stakes? What can you win? Who wins on the... And I'm like, these are the rules, but it's for a dice game when you are relaxing. I'm like, I love that.
I was thinking about potentially playing a thief, and so I went into the table of contents, and it just said Wizards and Thieves.
Oh, you went there.
And so I went to that page, and I was like, what do Wizards and Thieves have in common that they're set apart? I started reading it, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
It's literally a game.
It took me like a page, and I was like, oh, this is a mini game.
It's a game within a game within a game.
It's
called
so
Wizards and
cool.
Thieves.
I love it.
I mean, I cannot wait for us to carouse.
Looking forward to some carouse.
I
I
feel
can't wait
like-
till we spend 4 episodes in a single carouse.
Just carousing. Because you spend money and all of you get to roll an activity. It's not necessarily a group activity. You all get a carousing activity. That's going to be several episodes of just, let's do the Joe carouse activity.
Oh.
And you can get really cool things. You can get more experiences. Seeing how this plays out at the table is going to be really interesting because we've been playing without microphones, really, to kind of get away, just get back to understanding the game, trying to get into the zeitgeist of OSR and Shadowdark. So I'm interested to see, like, once we actually start playing, which, by the way, we're recording session 0 today. We're not actually going to play for another month because we want, you guys wanted to spend time with your characters thinking, and then I wanted to walk away from this session being like, okay, what story are we going to tell here? Where does this even begin? And so it's not like we're grabbing lunch and coming back and recording that. It's not going to be for another month. So you're going to really have time to develop these characters.
But I'm also so excited about, because we've talked about some world building stuff and what kind of campaign we want to play. Just some of those ideas that we've been bouncing off each other are also so exciting.
Yes, they're so awesome.
Like I've been getting, I just feel like this has the potential, especially, I just love emergent stories so much.
Yeah.
And I just feel like this has the potential to be something truly that feels really epic.
Yeah.
And I'm starting from something very like small scale and very personal, and eventually perhaps growing into something.
Sort of spiral way of storytelling. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out. Let's talk about tone. I think it's important. That's one thing we don't really ever chat about because we play so much together that we just sort of, depending on the group, it finds its own tone. But I think it'd be interesting to talk a little bit about tone because I had mentioned this, I think I mentioned it to you guys when we were playing off air, how when we did Giant Slayer, it had a very specific tone to it. Like, it was very, very funny, obviously, at certain points, but the story was never the joke.
Yeah, exactly.
As we started performing for live audiences, sometimes that became gray because we had to lift up our performances to entertain an audience. So sometimes the story became a joke. You look at what we did with Strange Aeons for 8 years on tour, or 7 years, however long that was. It's such an amazing story, but like it was much sillier. Mm-hmm. And it's still, to me, a fantastic story that I hope will one day finish. But that silliness that we did on tour began to trickle down into the rest of our shows and, for lack of a better word, infect the rest of our work. But when you look at what we do when we play Delta Green for Get in the Trunk, or when we play Call of Cthulhu for Time for Chaos, or any of the one-shots we do for Call of Cthulhu, there is maybe not the live Call of Cthulhu show, that's very silly.
Not.
But like there is, the tone of the story is always serious. It's always taken, what's the word I'm looking for? It's taken seriously, but it's treated with the gravitas that it deserves. And so I want to kind of impress on you right out of the gate to kind of, while we're going to be plenty silly. I mean, all I enjoy doing is making Skid laugh. Because if I can make Skid laugh, I know there's people laughing at home. But like making you guys laugh is my favorite thing to do. So it's going to be silly. It's going to have that comedy. But I think your characters need to be rooted in something deeper.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Characters can't be jokes. It's so easy to play this game and lean into Monty Python because it feels like the Holy Grail, in the medieval sort of stuff like this. But
sort of joking around the story and not in the story.
It also feels like it's easier to entertain people more quickly with that.
Yeah.
But the reality is that you're going to get a lot more, in my opinion, really funny stuff. If
the more seriously you take
drama.
it, the more grounded it is, the funnier stuff is going to come. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
and the more satisfying, ultimately, I think it's going to be for everybody, for us, for people listening.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I ran into Sydney at an airport when we were flying to do a tour, and she said, "Hey, Troy," and I launched right into business. And
I said, "Good morning."
Good morning. I was like, "Hey, I have this idea." I hadn't seen her in months, and I said, "Wouldn't it be something to the effect of like, wouldn't it be interesting if we had a character like Vicky from Get in the Trunk, our Impossible Landscapes character. Like what you did with Vicky, let's bring that into the world of this Shadowdark, Dungeons and Dragons, medieval storytelling. Maybe it's something as simple as not using British accents. You know, maybe it's something as simple as like just using your own voice or finding a character voice that isn't this kind of guy like that. You know, I don't know what it is, but I think finding a way to ground these characters in a reality similar to the way we do when we play Delta Green and Call of Cthulhu, I think it's just going to make the material really sing, because as much work as I have to do to create obstacles and story for you, there is an inordinate amount of work the four of you and our guest players are going to have to do to create characters that the audience is going to care about. They should care more about the characters than the story. And that's only going to happen if we root and ground these characters in something much deeper.
And when you said that to me, my response was immediately, fuck yes, because I loved Vicky as a character and I was so invested, and it's because we put so much time, all of us on that show put so much time into the character themselves, which then grounded us to build the world, to say yes to each other on air and make things up in the moment that made sense, that advanced the story. And I totally agree with you. And I think the characters are 100% important. And I'm just going to cross off, do a British accent, question mark. Just going to cross that one off. Bad idea.
Cross off character name Tumble Honeydick.
Another one bites the dust.
I'll just save Mr. Honeydick for another time.
Yeah, for a live show.
The comedy comes out no matter what, but I think I agree with you 100% about the story and the world. This world.
I will break this rule more than anyone.
Of course you will. Of course you will.
I think your characters have to, without being overly serious.
Yeah, self-serious.
It has to be.
I'm going all serious.
Oh no.
I think if you root something and like it, you know, it works for my story as well. Like I'm very inspired by Luke Gearing's masterpiece. I think Tefrotic Nightmares. This is so gonzo and crazy, and you may get there, right? You may the adventure may seamlessly move into that, but I also think about ways that I can repurpose this crazy into something that is equally grounded. So it's not about just taking the comedy and rooting it. It's about taking stuff that might be too heavy metal for the story that we're telling and finding a way to translate that into the world that we co-create. In terms of media influences, this is something that, you know, I've been reading a lot of core rule books from different games lately, and they almost all go with like media influences. John Harper's Blades in the Dark right out the gate is like Peaky Blinders and whatnot. And so for me, the story that I'm going to tell is very much influenced by the media that I'm consuming. And so I think this might be helpful to you and maybe to the audience as well. Over the past couple of years, I've been getting really into The Black Company, which I've told you guys about, by Black Cook. I'm like
Glenn Cook.
Glenn Cook, what'd I say?
Black Cook.
By Black Cook. Black Cook. He goes by Glenn. Glenn
Started a series after his own first name.
Right.
The Joe Chronicles.
Joe
by Joe O'Brien. Joe Company.
Joe's story.
Company.
The Black Company by Black Cook, by Glenn Cook.
Glenn Cook.
I've like 5-6 books in. It's really, really good. We almost played Band of Blades. That was something on the short list of games we were going to play. But
we will one day.
We will one day.
Damn it.
It's going to happen. But I mean, that very much, that world, because there's a lot of supernatural, but it is gritty medieval fiction. That's the world. This is, if I had to describe it, elevator pitch, this is going to be gritty, grimdark fantasy. And I think that Cook does it better than anybody else. I've been getting really into the Malazan Book of the Fallen series as of 6-7 months ago, and so I'm almost done with Gardens of the Moon. It's taking about 4 months to read because it's a lot of work. But this all started because I shouldn't tell this whole story, but it started from a tweet that I saw that was like, "Can we make good fantasy stories again?" And so it was showing Lord of the Rings, and it's like a great scene from Lord of the Rings, and then other people, one guy was like, or you could just make the greatest fantasy story ever told, the Malazan Book of the Fallen series. And then it had like 96 retweets and comments, and was like, what is this? And so I look into it, and it's this very, very chunky, difficult to read fantasy series. But that world, this empire that is trying to take over the last living, the last thing that
Free
it doesn't
city.
possess, the last free city, that's very interesting to me. And honestly, in terms of grimdark and even a little bit gonzo, if we go there, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, that type of darkness is something that it's in Curse Scroll number 1. It's certainly in Tephrotic Nightmares, and it's something I want to lean into. We're talking with Jason Charles Miller right now to compose some original music for us, and some of the samples that I'm giving him are like Japanese animation theme songs. And like, this is kind of what I'm thinking, and so there's a little bit of that
He's in Japan right now, probably.
He probably
We're
is.
recording this. I know he was heading out there.
Yeah, the Full Metal Alchemist theme song for the first season before it switched.
So
That
good.
opening theme, but I also like the idea of an ending theme being different, just like how they do in anime.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So if we're talking
you
about
want
that.
to change it every 6 episodes like they do in anime too?
We'll see. I mean, he's ready to work. But I definitely want, the Dark Souls type world, the lands between from Elden Ring. That there is so much of that innate in what is in the material that I have. It's something I want to lean into.
And you mentioned the other day, Night of the Seven Kingdoms too.
Absolutely,
which
that was the last one.
I'm a big fan of.
Yeah,
And stuff like I think a similar kind of tone is like the First Law, the Joe Abercrombie series.
Yes,
That's
I
one that I
was
really
gonna point to
wanna
that.
read.
Yes.
Yeah, which is great, and that's kind of the similar vein.
is that a series or is that just one?
There's a
It's a
series with some standalone novels in the world.
Oh God,
Just read Best Served Cold.
that's why I had to stop reading fucking Sanderson. It's like,
Oh,
you can read these 8,000 page books, but make sure you also read these other 48 novellas.
Just read
Read the First Law trilogy, right? I
You
mean,
can read it, or I just read Best Served Cold. It's a standalone thing. It's got a story. It involves some of the fan favorite characters from the series. But it's basically Kill Bill in a gritty medieval setting.
Oh, I'm
Good pitch.
Googling
Good
it
pitch,
right now.
Capodicasa. You had me a kill. Yeah, that sounds good. But yeah, the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Was it Nick Lowe that turned you onto that? Because you turned me onto it. You were like, dude, you feel like you're back.
well,
yeah,
Marvel
I
did
don't,
an
I don't remember if it
adaptation.
was Nick. I think I was so into Game of Thrones, like way back when, like before the 4th book came out, and they had the graphic novel of A Night of the Seven.
which is phenomenal.
That's the first thing I read. I read just the graphic novel, and I was like, this is so unbelievably good. And and I would say the way that the inspiration would come in for me with this is there's this. The Night of the Seven Kingdoms is so great because you have all of the same kind of families that are in Game of Thrones, but you're not really following any of those families. They're all just secondary characters to the very, very low level knights that are in that story. And it's very interesting to see, like, people just scraping by in a battered landscape because of this war, this great civil war that occurred in 100 years before the events of Game of Thrones. And it's just really well detailed. Highly recommends A Night of the Seven Kingdoms if people haven't read it.
I'll also throw in one I bought in Scotland, Company of Liars, which is like a retelling of Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. And it's like 1400s, the plague, and a group of 9 strangers try to outrun this plague, and like they band together to try to like fight against things. I highly recommend.
And the other one that I think at least the 3 of us have been reading, because Skid had this idea.
Oh yeah.
You want to talk about? You're in the middle of it. So you want to talk about it?
No, it's good. You finished it. You talk about it. I'm almost done.
Anabasis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xenophon's Anabasis.
Which is a story of a group, an army of Hellene, of Greek mercenaries that got embroiled in a civil war in the Anatolian Peninsula and ended up, I think, like 600 miles away, like deep into like Central Asia. And then they get abandoned when the emperor dies. And they have to make their way back to the Black Sea.
To get back to Greece.
To get back to Hellenic civilization. And it's great. And it was, I think we mentioned, it was the inspiration for the movie The Warriors.
Right.
Which would also be a great inspiration on its own. But yeah, it's great.
Have you seen The Warriors?
No.
I was gonna say you should
really?
watch The Warriors.
Oh, it's
I mean,
great.
it's super dated.
I've heard that for years.
Well.
But like for this in
There's
particular,
about to be a musical of it.
Really?
Lin-Manuel Miranda and Issa Davis are writing it together.
It's great because it's filmed in New York and it's supposed to be the future, but it was filmed in the 70s. And so they make it look like this post-apocalyptic New York, but it was
during a time when New York
New York was like during an apocalypse. So.
Yeah.
Forward to city, drop dead.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, that's a great one. I haven't read it, obviously, but I've seen The Warriors, and that has infected the story that we've been talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
The beginning of this setting to begin with. Also,
Fuck you, Tesaphones.
Also, what about Bob?
I think that's a good saying.
You should just watch it.
That's just a good movie.
Not going to say it's
Just a
recommendation, but it couldn't hurt to watch What About Bob.
We also talked about.
I'm on vacation.
We talked about we were just talking about Conan the Barbarian.
Conan O'Brien? Oh.
Yeah, but so a lot of that stuff that like with the just the Fafhrd to the Grey Mouser and like Conan, like a lot of those stuff are listed in the media inspirations for like original Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
That kind of thing too. So.
Love a media inspiration.
Yeah.
I think it would be good before we get into rolling dice that determine your fate and talking about some house rules for character creation before we actually build the characters. I want to give you, I was reading Sly Flourish's The Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master recently. Jared recommended it to me forever ago. I was like, all right. And I was like, I'm just trying to consume as much as I can, trying to stay sharp. And one thing he mentions in the book is coming up with a list of truths that your players can know going into a campaign. And so I was thinking about that when I read it. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then right as we were setting up here, going through sound checks and getting the cameras right, I just started jotting some things down that I'm going to tell you. And some of it we've talked about, because a lot of this, you should know, like in our practice sessions honestly usually begin with us just kind of chatting about the story that we collectively want to tell. So a lot of this is just taking those ideas and condensing them, and then also giving you a little more flavor now that I have an idea of the at least initial direction of the campaign. So the one thing that we like is that at the beginning of our story, or pre the story really, there was a major war between, let's say, two large groups. Could have been more, but ultimately two large groups. Coalitions. It could have been an empire and a group of people rebelling against the empire. It could have been two empires. It could have been, who knows? And there could have been, and certainly were, other factions that were probably neutral that at one point or another cast their lot for
drawn in.
Yeah. You, the four of you, most likely belong to one of these two sides. Now, listen, if during character creation you want to secretly decide that maybe you were on the other side, that's fine. But I think that we kind of go into this maybe assuming and possibly falsely assuming that the four of you belonged to one of these sides. And why it doesn't really matter is the war ended recently and both sides lost. So it wasn't, it doesn't matter if you were on the winning or losing side. You were both on the losing side. As some other much more powerful force, more powerful than two massive armies, came in and changed the game. Okay? Could have been a god, could have been a this, could have been that.
But it definitely feels supernatural. It doesn't feel like just a third more powerful army.
Yeah, it feels like, not a third more powerful army. It is a force beyond... maybe
beyond understanding.
Yeah, maybe beyond understanding. A powerful magic, maybe even beyond understanding. But it came in and changed the world. Maybe it wasn't even interested in the war. Maybe it was something cataclysmic to the world itself that maybe later on you'll find out was the result of X, Y, or Z. But the point is, this war, it's over. Both sides lost. Heavy casualties on both sides. The four of you, like many other people, were left for dead in a section of the world that we're going to co-create called the Gloaming. And this is straight out of Curse Scroll number 1. The Gloaming is an ancient forest where, let's say, the veil between the real world and the realm of like demons and demonic influence is super, super thin. And the inhabitants of this area you will find yourself in at the beginning of our story see the world very differently from you. They may worship other gods. They have a different way of having to survive in this world where...
So because we're new to this world,
Right.
Our military campaign essentially brought us here.
Right.
But we're outside.
You're
Brought
outside.
us to a strange foreign land that we find ourselves in.
Yeah, you should feel like you are very far from home.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, I'm alive.
Actually, that was the other thing
I can just go home.
The other thing that occurred to me as we were talking about this last time was, as far as the similarity and sort of tone and theme, is Twilight 2000,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't play that, but I know your playthrough dealt with a lot of this.
where it's like this is a reimagined year 2000 where there was the Cold War gets hot, the Eastern Bloc and NATO they go to war. There's a limited nuclear exchange, and both armies are defeated, and you're playing one of the soldiers like in a shattered Poland with no command structure, and you have to figure out what to do. You want to get home? Do you want to make a new life? Like what it is? But it sounds very similar to what's happening here.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean,
And I love it. I've loved that idea since I was a kid.
we should draw from all of these past experiences from other games. That's a great example, Skid, of what this should feel like. You shouldn't feel like you can just go home.
Right.
The example I used, because you're like, how much do we know about this world? I was like, well, imagine you're 18, you just, in
Raised in Kentucky.
rural Kentucky, and you get sent to Iraq with no understanding of the world of there. That's how it could probably feel for you. You don't know a lot about this area that you're in. No one can really be trusted. Even though the war is over, and this comes from Night of the Seven Kingdoms, it's like at a certain point in Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Dunk walks into this camp or something, and even though the war is over, it's unclear who this group of
Who they fought for.
who they fought
Supported.
for, and so you can't just say like, oh, I fought for the other guy, because they'll slit your throat just for abandoning the king that they.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
people will ask, who did you fight for? But that could cause problems. So sometimes people don't even ask each other, and they just ignore it.
Better
but
off
it's,
not knowing.
but it's always hanging there in the background. It's a neat plot device.
Yeah, and so I think our story will pick up a little bit after you've woken up on the battlefield, but it should be a very tense post-war atmosphere where you don't quite know where everyone stands. And
Thinking about the movie Civil War too, the Alex Garland movie.
We brought that up as another comment.
Yeah, with when they come, it's just like, well, we're Americans. Like, what kind of Americans are you? You're not sure what to say. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, and so I really want to see the four of you, even though you're possibly all fighting on the same side. I don't think, and you can tell me differently in character creation, and should tell me differently. Like, no, I think our characters know each other. I kind of like that you don't, and I know that I want to see you meet. I want to see your first meetings, because that tension should infect the beginning of your relationships, and hopefully over time, as you begin to trust each other and adventure together, we get to see those relationships build and blossom. And the last thing I'll say is that your major force driving you right out of the gate is just pure survival. And that's something that I think anyone watching can understand. It's primal. It's survival. It's not like, we need to be adventurers seeking treasure. That will come. But that treasure is to survive.
Right now it represents
Our next meal.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rations.
And our
Torches.
torches. Roof over your head, right?
our ability
Shelter.
to defend ourselves against like all these other threats, like that's
Right.
It's all about survival.
Yeah, you don't want a +1 sword because, I got a +1 sword. You want that because it may keep you alive next time when you almost died to a rat.
Right.
So that's sort of the what you know going in. I don't want to say too much. There's one other little tidbit that I don't think I'm going to say. I think that's enough.
Okay.
Because there's basically, as written in the Gloaming, there's 2 different settlements. So I'm trying to decide which one I want to put you in to begin with, if I even put you in a settlement. But I like the idea of you all meeting somewhere in like an established area.
Yeah.
I'm coming back to True Now a little bit in terms of that. This was Joe's thing. He's like, I think we should be in a settlement. That town, that base town to begin with, is very important. It was so important to our first adventure. And you can't beat having that, having new NPCs, having relationships, and small problems that become large problems. So we're going to take another quick break, and we come back. We're going to go over some house rules that we've talked about, and then we're going to create characters
Oh, man.
for Shadowdark.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
It's Friday night, and it's time for chaos. We got Ross Bryant.
His skill has gone from a paltry 20 to a manly and robust 21.
Nora Ibrahim in the house.
If you fumble on a roll, you're breaking your elbows.
We got Rob Kirkovich.
You're a fucking intern, and you'll always be in it!
Joe O'Brien, everybody. Joe!
Mr. Walsh,
Dr. Walsh. Tell you what, I'll allow it once.
I sort of thought between us there was a little,
I'll fucking kill you!
You have heroin?
I accept you enthrall me, ever chaste.
You're gonna have to get used to this shit.
You hear the cocking of a gun.
So what do you think?
Who really is this pale viper?
It's just someone going like,
London Bridge is falling down.
you have to meet all the guys!
Drunken, shirt sucking.
And then Carter invents the fist bump.
This is the most fun I've had in a long time.
Oh, we back in
We back, baby!
Victory squad.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we're back. It is time. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people are like, characters die all the time. I think it's a little overstated. They could die.
That's a really good impression of these guys.
That's what I've heard.
Is that how the world sounds to you?
That's how everyone outside of me sounds.
I think that's how every comment you read on any salary.
Yeah.
Is that how, wait, is that the voice you hear when I send you a text?
Yeah. It's like, oh, hey, Troy, look at this book I just read. Matthew.
The last text we had is I asked you about a book you read.
Infinite Jest.
Read the latest Wirecutter article.
In OSR games and in Shadowdark, it is not immune to this. There is a lethality around every corner. You can't attack the game the same way you attack a D&D 5e or a Pathfinder. You have to run away from battles. You have to think of creative approaches. If you just stand and bang with 2 hit points, you're probably going to die. But just like the aforementioned games, once you just got to get to like 2nd, 3rd level, and you get a little bit more powerful. So there is a fear around that, right? But I want you to create these characters as if they're going to be your forever characters, even though they won't be. The question is, are they going to survive 10 episodes, 20, 30, 40, 50? Is someone going to go all the way? It's totally possible. I want the dice to tell a story. I want death to be meaningful. But you should go into this assuming this is going to be your person. And I think with some of the house rules that we've talked about, we're going to come up with some ways to mitigate the sort of brutality that can happen in early game combat. Where a trap can just kill you. We're gonna try to mitigate that, but I want to stay true to the spirit of the game so that if someone does die, it happens. But honestly, that should really only happen if you make a terrible mistake. So you have to just find a way to play cautiously without holding your character so dear. It's just not going to work.
A terrible mistake. Like opening a door.
Yeah.
It's the only door in the hallway that you can open.
Right.
And then it instantly kills you.
Did you check it for traps?
And if you didn't check it for traps, it's up to me to give a tell. You know what I mean? They even say in the book, like all traps should have a tell. Especially if there's a trap that if you're going to open that door that's going to do 20 points of damage, I have to let you know. It's weird. There's like a couple of blown up bodies right now.
There's just body parts strewn everywhere.
What do you guys want to do?
The entire room is painted with blood and viscera, except for the door.
The door.
No, it is interesting though. In our play test, we came across like I want to check for traps, and you just like you grab that D20, and you're just like, no, like if you say you check for traps. If there's a trap, I just tell you there's a trap.
Well, they also one of the things Sly Flourish we were talking about before. One of the things that he talked about was you describe what you're doing to find the trap, and if it matches, if you think as the GM this would uncover the trap, then then that would be
if you're under duress.
I'm checking the seams of the door,
and you really should approach each room of a dungeon or anything new with that meticulousness without being boring about it.
without grinding the entire process to a complete halt
Yeah.
every time we.
Right. I remember when we played Tomb of Horrors back in the day with Merwin, like we were doing checks every 5 feet. I'm sure there's a middle
It's
ground
the-
between
It's
that.
the Joe O'Brien special.
Yeah. It was intense though. He made it
Oh,
seem
yeah.
like if you take one wrong step, but we'd fail a perception check and then just fall into a pit and die or like have spikes. You got to find the middle ground between that and this. But if you're not under duress and you say, I'm looking for traps, odds are I'm going to tell you there's a trap. If you're trying to disable it and, you're the thief, I'm probably just going to let you do it. Or if you're in the middle of doing something else, or if it's really complex, I might have you roll. But if you're a thief, you're going to have advantage on that check. So like,
That's the
there's
thing,
so
too,
many
is,
ways
like,
around.
There isn't really, as far as I know, there isn't a mechanic for that, even though it does say that the thief gets advantage on like finding and disabling traps, but there's no actual mechanic for it.
Yeah. So what does that mean? We're going to
So-
find out in play, and we'll discover it. Now, I opened up the whole world of all the Curse Scroll zines to you and everything, but you guys were pretty adamant. You wanted to go classic. You wanted
To start.
Start. You wanted to go fighter, priest, thief, wizard.
Yeah.
You just wanted to do it, and rather than rolling those classes, because so much of character creation is randomized, you guys wanted to pre-decide what you wanted to play. And I said, that's fine. We can roll on the tables, and we should, for some things. But if you really want to take on a party role, I want you to feel invested. I want you to have fun. I want you to be able to pick those roles. And so what did you guys decide? Because I actually don't remember.
Should we go in order?
Sure.
What do you want to roll for initiative?
Yeah, exactly. You've got to start getting used to clockwise order.
Clockwise
that's
order.
true.
Yeah,
we
let's
go
roll
this
for
way.
initiative. See who goes first.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just to get it into
Just a flat roll, though. We don't have a dex bonus
flat
yet.
roll.
No, we don't have dex bonus
Well,
yet.
let's use the dex bonus you as a person believe you have.
All right,
You
so
as
that's
you as
minus
yourself?
2.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
a -6.
Yeah, so if you're new to Shadowdark, initiative can be used for everything and is often used for role play as well. And it just allows the spotlight, the camera, to be able to constantly be moving around.
Keeps everyone involved, and
Yeah, it keeps everybody, because sometimes you get that quiet person at the table. If you have initiative for role playing, it's going to come around to them. And even if they don't want to talk in a character voice, well, you can find out what they're doing. And then
Am I the
obviously-
quiet person at this
I just
table?
happen to mention quietest, probably.
Is that true?
I don't know if that's true.
It's probably me.
I
Don't
was-
laugh at that, Francis. Let's crack it up back there.
Quietest in terms of volume. Trying to think what you.
I don't think there's any interpretation where that makes sense.
no.
Is it quietest in terms of like the size of the cave of your mouth when open?
Perhaps, yes.
Like you talk more than anyone else, but do you think you talk quietly
At a lower
quiet
volume.
tone? Or do you
Yeah.
think that you don't talk?
No, none of this makes any sense.
I can't-
Constantly mumbling under everyone else. Oh, no, I don't know
Exactly.
about that. Shouldn't-
Anyway, I got a natty 18.
Oh, you go first.
You
Who
go
beat
first.
I got a natural 20
Oh,
There you go. You go first.
natties.
Yeah.
on my favorite die. I love that die.
We should put it this way. So let's say you were fighting with someone else about a class they wanted. You
Oh, you
claim-
got to go first.
Draft.
It's a draft.
It's a draft.
It's a class draft.
It's a class draft.
Guys, relax.
Class draft. That's kind of class drafts.
Classic
It may
GCCG.
Trademark it.
trademark it. See, TM.
Have the first pick
It may.
from the University of Polytech,
From Hunter College.
From Hunter College.
College.
Hunter College.
It may not come as a surprise to some folk, although I didn't initially choose this class. I kind of took it based off of what other people took, but I will be playing the thief.
Oh, the thief.
Ooh.
Dirty thief.
I do love a rogue. I do love a thief, but I wasn't going for it initially. But I do in Shadowdark. It's fun. The advantage is fun. Getting to do sneaky stuff, very fun.
Before you have any chance to roll an actual character and know a little bit more about who this person is, I just want to ask you as a player, do you intend to steal shit from us?
No, I don't think
Thank
that's.
you for asking.
You know what
that
you might
question.
steal? Our hearts.
Oh.
Oh my God. We got to put a graphic on that when she did the blowing kiss.
I don't think that's very fun at a table unless it's for pure comedy, for the characters themselves, unless it's like a silly thing the character is doing to the other character to piss them off. As a player, I don't think it's fun and I don't think it's interesting.
I was curious.
It's a very reasonable.
Couple things
point.
we've learned over the years: demon blood and stealing stuff from other characters. Just stay away from it.
Just stay away from it.
So now we go clockwise.
Did that view evolve before or after you stole stuff from my character in our last campaign?
But that was funny. to me.
It was real funny, right, Matthew?
That's the exception.
As long as it's funny
Oh,
to
wait,
you.
wait. Yeah, sorry.
Uses her, then she can do whatever she wants.
There's an
Got it.
asterisk unless I want to.
Right. If
I
she wants to,
understand.
then all bets are off.
She retains rights, full rights.
Thief. Now, keep in mind, we will be rolling stats the traditional way, with the one difference being I'm going to let you allocate your stats. And so if you're a thief, you're obviously going to want to put your highest.
But we're not doing a point buy.
We're not doing a point buy.
So
We're rolling stats, but you get to place your highest number where you want to place
still
it out of the 6.
could be a very shitty thief. I think this will determine.
Man, I'm so scared. Oh my
I'm
God.
so scared.
Before we
I'm
started
getting
recording, Joe was
ready.
predicting he was going to roll like
Okay, so
5.
well, hold on. Let's do classes
All right,
first, and then
fine.
we'll get into it.
I'm going to do wizard.
Wizard. Okay. You're
Play a
excited. I
caster
feel like
then.
you've always wanted to be a wizard.
I love playing casters, and I haven't played one in a long time.
You haven't. It's been a minute.
Been a minute.
And you're a great caster. Very
Aw,
creative
thanks, Joe.
use of spells.
Yes.
I'm going to do fighter.
Fighter.
Nice.
Yes.
Classic clean, because you didn't want to be at the whim of rolling to cast spells.
Exactly. Well,
That's
I
really
was
what
like,
it comes down to, right?
It wasn't just selfish. It was for the entire party. A little peek into the book. You have to roll a check every time you attempt to cast a spell, adding your intelligence modifier if you're a wizard, adding your intelligence modifier. And if you don't hit the DC, which is what, 10 plus the spell level? 10 plus the spell level, you lose that spell for the day. You can't recast it again.
Yeah.
And if you roll a natural 1, you get a mishap, which some of which are
Bad.
awful.
So anyway, I'm not saying there's no caster in my future. I just didn't want to start off by killing the entire party, by losing all my spells in the first day.
Rolling
Like,
multiple natural ones
Exactly.
and just killing us.
Exactly.
I thought you were trying to save us from the inevitable like fit of rage, and you trying to overturn this very heavy.
Well, there is
table.
the also physical world issue. Yeah.
Smashing
Breaking
your
some
laptop.
computers.
Skid, however, does not fear the dice,
I don't.
and you will be playing
I embrace them playing a priest.
He's Father Skid.
Yes.
Perhaps the one who we rely most on for those casting rolls.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
especially early on. Although there was another house rule that I thought sounded interesting
Oh.
that might
Ooh,
mitigate
pitch,
some
a
of Joe's
pitch.
concerns. There's another Sly Flourish special.
Oh, wow.
So-
He's getting a lot of love. This
But this again, that's the one I think
This
that's
episode brought you.
being. I know it's like a high Sly, but I think that so basically you still roll for your check to see if you can cast the spell, but until you've cast the spell successfully at least once that day, you can't lose it.
I like that a lot.
I like. So you get it off once.
So if you
Right.
fail, you don't lose it for the day.
You don't lose it for the
You lose
day.
it for that turn.
Right.
But you can keep attempting. Well, but once you cast it
Once you cast it, then
the next time you fail, you lose it for
you
the
lose
day.
it
I
for
like
the
that
day.
a lot, actually.
That's a
I like-
great house rule.
I
I
like
mean,
that
I have no
too.
opinion.
or I hate it.
Yeah. What a stupid rule.
Yeah, no one
Rule.
should do.
Tell me
no-
the rule again.
So you ordinarily, when you roll and you fail your spell roll,
Lose it
you
for the
lose
day.
the spell for the day.
Yeah.
Under this house rule, you don't lose the spell for the day until after you've successfully cast it once.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so you
You get to cast it once a day.
Which
and you could still
at
fail
least once
the
a-
first 3 times.
Right.
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 But you
you
still get
don't
to
lose
you get to keep attempting
it until you succeed.
Then you succeed.
That's
then the
interesting.
next time you attempt, and if you fail the next time after you've succeeded,
It's
done
done.
for the
I'll,
day.
I'll
After
say
that.
in one of our playtests, Skid was playing a priest and rolled, and I think failed all of his spells.
I did.
And then I said, in this situation, we would leave. Like we
Right.
would go home and recuperate and stuff, which makes for a less interesting story because we were like just in the building.
Like,
And
you
We
were
we-
like-
just walked in.
You're like, I'm going to cast light, and I've lost light for the day.
And
And
it
you
was
even used a luck token.
I did. I rolled. I think I rolled 9 straight rolls under 10.
But yeah, that would be tricky for a podcast where it's like, well, it would not make sense for us to continue. Guess we need to go camp or go back to town. Interesting. Interesting. Well, one of the things I want to, in terms of house rules, we talked about is you start with max hit points, which is sort of this. We're bringing this from Pathfinder when we played 1E. I think as written in 1E, you start with max hit points and then we rolled for every level. We also used to do a thing where it's like I roll, the GM rolls and the player rolls. You take the better of the two. We'll decide that along
that
the
was
way.
fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like the idea of starting with max HP. It's still pretty tiny. I think a thief starts with 4, then a D4. So
Yeah. It's certainly not game breaking.
no.
It's such a minimal, and like everything is still completely deadly, but it just gives you a little bit more of a chance for survival early on.
Yeah.
You don't run the risk of rolling a 1.
Yeah, and I think it's going to even out because when you get to your second level, if you make it to second level, you're going to roll, and you can roll a 1. And so you basically averaged out the way I look at it. Max.
Oh, so we're not going to roll twice and take the better when we level up?
We'll
'Cause
decide.
that was that was fun.
That was really
It was fun. It was fun. I do want to get back to the old school.
Yeah.
I don't know if 80, 86 and 90 or 69 are going to come back. But there's something about the old ways that feel right.
Is there? I don't think there's a D100 in
No,
this,
that's-
right?
No, but it may come up. It's like, well,
could
do 100.
do a
I
percentage roll.
usually it seems like most of the random rolls is you roll a D6.
Well, that was how the 86-69 thing came out in Dell's home game, was because he used the percentile dice for like all of the house rule stuff, where it's like the stuff with like proficiency, it's like skill rolls, like those didn't really exist. So it's just like, well, there's a random chance. It's like a 64% chance, and then he just rolled that. That's why he was rolling percentile dice.
Got it.
Now, because I'm giving you that, I will be taking something away. We'll talk about that right now, because I think we're going to do a modified on page 111 of the core rulebook. If you're reading at home,
Oh boy.
there are modes of play. I don't know who's playing on Blitz or Chaos mode, but you guys are probably fun at parties. We won't be doing Blitz, Chaos, Deadly, or Fatality, or Grinder mode, but we will be playing a modified Pulp mode. While I prefer classic Call of Cthulhu to Pulp Cthulhu, I think that Pulp mode is going to work well for what we're trying to do here for a campaign. So what does that mean? There's a thing in the game that's called luck tokens, which we will be calling bottle caps, that allows you to re-roll a check. And as written, I believe you can only have one luck token at a time. But in Pulp mode, there are no maximum luck tokens a player can have, which also, seeing as I'm the GM, will not be game breaking.
Right.
But players start every session with 1d4 luck tokens.
great.
I'm going to be modifying that as well, because this assumes a longer session than we play.
Right.
So I'm
If a
leaning,
session is an episode, that's different.
I'm leaning towards just kind of what we've been doing with the live tour the past years. You start with 1d4 makes me think 4 hours. You start with 1, but you can carry it over to the next session.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could technically stock up on them.
I love this too, just like having the physical bottle caps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
And
3
will you
episodes in,
still
if you don't
be-
have any combat, you've got 3 caps going
Yeah.
into the next session.
And will you still be awarding them for good roleplay, good gameplay, fun
If and when it
choices,
ever happens,
jokes?
then yes, you will get...
It's all theoretical.
Theoretically, of course.
But I mean, no game is going to lend itself more to creative solutions, finding ways to give your partner advantage or giving me disadvantage. Those are the type of things, heroic moments will earn you caps.
Can you give other people luck tokens?
Yes.
Or
You
bottle
can
caps?
share caps, which I did not allow in Pathfinder. I believe as written, in listening to something the other day, it is meant for you to be able to be like, I have a cap for you. And that'll make all the difference between living and dying.
And that's another, because I think as written, you can use it to disadvantage your rolls.
We'll get
But
to that in a moment.
That's another Sly Flourish home.
Yeah. That's the last one on here. Here's what it says. I want to ask your opinion on this. You can use a luck token to turn a hit into a crit. I don't love it. That's just my
Yeah.
thought.
But
I feel like it takes away from the nat 20.
I agree with that sentiment, but I also think we've played this. We know that even a crit is not doing that much damage right now. And I know we're going to level up.
It's for the math is very flat, but it's flat for me too. However, my guys, some of them have multiple attacks.
I think we absolutely do it.
Yeah?
I think because I think it's fun, but here's the key. You have to do it before the damage roll.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't see you rolled max damage, then spend a token to turn it into a crit.
Right. And we
So-
don't roll.
And then you could roll a minimum damage crit and be like, gah!
Yeah.
But at least because there are times when you know that enemy is just one good solid hit away, and if you get the successful hit to also spend a luck token and say, I want to up the damage on this, I think is pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of me, if you guys are into it, I want to do it. My concern is it taking away from the stakes, because as you can stockpile luck tokens, we could kind of do the thing. It's like, okay, you can do it, but it costs you all your tokens, or it costs you multiple tokens.
What if you allow a lemon law? Because I have a feeling we are going to be very giving with the cap economy.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think we're
I
going to
don't
be.
think it's
Yeah, I
going
think we're
to
gonna
be
be
based on our
hoarding.
playtest. I don't think there's going to be a glut of bottle caps,
No.
even with the ones.
Well,
that-
here's what I'll say is I'll allow it to start, and like anything, we'll see how it plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with any of these homebrew things, we not only do we have to reevaluate the ones we've chosen, but we also have to reevaluate adding more in that we didn't before. You know,
Yeah.
as
totally.
we play.
I just don't like devaluing the nat 20s, but I can see
I
it
think
just
so.
in our
I mean, a
playthrough.
free critical.
Yeah,
is
I mean,
phenomenal.
I don't think
You know what I mean?
it's never
even
not
with
going
a
to be
luck token.
exciting. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. We'll try it out. You can lose a luck token to take an extra action.
This one I don't love, I will say, personally. Because it's like,
Feels very powerful.
it feels very powerful. It also feels like slightly world breaking.
Yeah.
Whereas like, okay, like turning
10th
into
level.
a crit.
I don't think any of you will have a second action. Like you don't
No.
get extra actions.
You don't.
What if?
There might be spells and stuff that give you
yeah, but
things.
ordinarily, yeah, because you're like be the 9th level fighter, you'll still only have one attack.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't love this one either. You know, I could be talked into the crit hit. This one I just feel like it doesn't feel right.
I like you could say like I'm
Gotta
going to
keep
use
it
my
moving, too.
I'm going to use my luck token to turn a hit into a critical hit. Well, it's like you got a lucky hit, right? You got a lucky hit. You hit that space between the armor plates or whatever. That's luck, right? You don't really luck into fitting more physical action into time. You know, that feels a little bit. It just feels a little world skewy to me.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll table it. We'll put it on the side. We can always bring it back in because if we feel after 10 sessions, like, man, I just wish I had a second attack now that I'm 3rd level. We could always talk about it. This one I feel pretty strongly about. I don't want you to be able to use it to give me a reroll. I just don't like it. I never liked it. That's why I took it out of our.
Okay, what
first
about a
game.
modified?
Yeah, I love it. So what's the modified?
The modified is we just give you disadvantage. That's a big difference. Than
yeah.
knowing you succeeded and then taking away a success.
Yeah.
Using it to say, oh, this one is really important. I don't want to get hit right here. You have we want to give you disadvantage.
I love that.
I love that. And knowing your rolls, you're probably going to make it anyway.
Because I think the thing
Fine.
you hate the most about it is not that you want to kill us. I think what you hate the most about it is undoing a really
Undoing
epic
a
moment
cool,
where like somebody, you're like, oh my God, that was just a kill. Oh wait, I have a luck token. Re-roll that. I think if we have to announce it before the roll and it's a disadvantage, it doesn't take away a high hit.
Well, it's
But,
really
like-
going to help you because I tend to roll really well, and I think it could. That seems like a fair modification.
But it has to be before your
Before
roll.
he
So
rolls.
when you're like, I'm going
So we
to
have to be
attack.
on it. It's going to be like litigated. You have to be like, wait.
Right.
Like, I'm going to swing. Wait.
Once the
I'm gonna spend
die
mine.
has hit a wall, tink tink, you can't spend it.
I like that too because then it's like your character is doing something to evade a possible hit, and maybe it works and maybe it doesn't.
Look at it's luck, right?
Yeah, it's luck.
You got to like you lucked out. You were just in the right position
yeah.
to
I'm also
Whereas,
thinking about
like-
going no screen. By the way, thinking about going no screen.
no jam screen.
No jam screen.
Nakey.
Snaky.
I was thinking about going no computer.
Yeah,
I think
we
I'm
were
going
talking
no
about
pants.
that.
I have to do it for the
I'm
music.
going pen and paper for my
I need
character
some more
sheet.
paper, but I think I'm using this thing that I got in my shirt that I bought. But I'm gonna have to.
Is that the thing that kept the shirt
Yeah, so
nice?
Cardboard.
Like
Would you
Arrow
like
shirt.
would you like a piece of
That's so
paper?
skid.
Paper?
Well, no, this is fine for now.
Get
But I'm
trouble
gonna
with your
bring in.
mortgage, buddy?
Skid,
or-
the company can get you some paper.
No, I didn't think of it until I
Put
got
that on
here.
the cart.
Yeah, I have paper at home. I just didn't bring it, except for the shirt.
I don't think he has paper.
I do like computer.
I think he's lying to us about his finances.
I'll like a live stream from my house. I'll show you. I have so much paper. You won't fucking believe it.
It's good, okay.
You want paper? I'll show you paper.
I'll prove it to you.
There's so much paper in my house, it's crazy.
I don't think he knows what paper is.
All right, so right now, it can be used to re-roll a check after it's been rolled. It can be, you get no maximum amount. You're going to get one at the beginning of every session.
Every episode.
Every episode, yep. You can use it to turn it into a crit.
No, turn a hit into a
turn
crit.
a hit
That's the
into
other
a
thing
hit.
is you have to already hit.
You have to have already hit.
It's not like you can pay it to get a crit, right? Like,
Right. And you can use it to give me disadvantage.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
I like it.
That sounds good. We'll see how it
I like it.
seems. What we've done is we've made you slightly more hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are battle-hardened warriors.
Yeah, this is the thing is
What it said is made us slightly less unlucky.
Slightly
Right.
less unlucky.
I think that
I mean, we
all-
were
all
lucky
in
enough
all-
to survive this cataclysmic battle. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
all in all, it's giving us a better opportunity to create a narrative together where at least one or more of these characters are heroes in some way,
Right.
as opposed to just victims of this world that are just going to die victims of this world.
A group of 4 victims. That's
Yeah, I like it. I think that nothing there is game breaking, and what it does is it increases your fun, and there's no
totally.
no substitute for that. So I'm down with it. Let's get into it
Oh boy.
with our fighter, priest, thief, wizard. Guys, want to roll some stats?
Well, all right.
You want to talk?
I'm terrified.
Oh.
So here's the thing. We haven't rolled random stats in a very long
Very
time.
long
Yeah.
time.
Well, we did
Outside of the playtest.
We did it for Traveler. We did it.
Yes,
That's-
that's true.
It's true.
There's a rule. I don't know if it's like suggested or whatever or optional, but it's basically once you roll your stats, if none of the 6 are 14 or higher, you have the option to re-roll, scrap them all, and re-roll.
That's optionally.
It's optional. And are we going to be able to do
Yeah,
that?
we're going to use that.
And if you, but the second one you take.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
regardless.
That's the
I
hard
believe.
Could I propose a variation on this rule?
Okay.
So we've got 6 stats, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to basically, so an totally average character would be 7s down the line,
Mhm.
right? Presumably.
I think 9.
Not, it's on 2d6, isn't the set? Or
3d6.
3 to 6.
Oh, it's 3d6.
I think of a traveler.
I'm thinking of Traveler.
Yeah.
8, 9 is
So I was gonna say, like, we could, instead of being like 1 stat above 14, because that's so, like, Joe is joking that he's going to get like
So my joke
2,
was
2, 2, 5, 14, 5.
Well, I never said 2 because that would be mathematically impossible. and
All right,
very
it's
stupid.
It's 3.
Traveler. He's
I'm
still
still
No,
on
but I was
Traveler.
picturing. I was literally picturing.
His character's
like-
going to die during creation.
Yeah.
That's
I
how
was
deep he
picturing a
is.
14 and then like 6, 6, 5, 6, and being like,
Yeah.
Well, listen, everyone wants to have 6 18s. It's not going to happen.
no, it's
But you're also not going to get 6 3s.
Right.
Well,
I wouldn't be too worried about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Don't let it bother
I'm actually
No,
kind of
no.
excited at the possibility of getting an ostensibly shitty character. Because
it's
that's
fun to
interesting.
play.
It's
Yeah,
interesting.
We
and-
never get to do that in Pathfinder.
it is more
right,
interesting.
and
in
one of
this
the-
way.
one of the
one of these
reasons
other
is-
games. It's like, you know,
One of the reasons feels like the way that the game played in Pathfinder is your ability scores were so inherently tied to every single thing you did.
yes.
Yeah.
And in this, from our playtest, you can see it's just not like that. There are
No.
whole sessions where you never even use your abilities at all.
Right.
Your
Yeah.
ability scores,
Ability scores.
really, at all.
Can I propose my variation?
Yeah.
What is it?
My variation is instead of it being 1 stat, if you don't have a stat over 14, it's like, what if your total sum of stats
Doesn't
equal
14.
doesn't equal 14, doesn't equal 54. So it's like so if you don't hit the straight average on your total stats, you can reroll
Okay.
Once and only once.
once and only once.
Interesting. Doesn't equal.
That's 9 times 6.
Very good, Sydney. Very good.
You want to know how I did it? Well, for your
With a
9
calculator?
for your 9 times tables, you just put a finger down, so
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
54.
Yes.
54.
Wow.
54. That's interesting.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the 14. I think that having swingy stuff is kind of fun.
Let's see what happens. I don't think
Let's
it's
see
crazy.
what happens.
Let's see what happens. We're already, as written. Here's my strength score.
Right.
8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're
Right.
not doing
That's
that.
true.
No, we're not doing that.
Chosen characters.
Yeah.
You're going to get to listen. As long as your intelligence is your best score.
Yeah,
it's
and I don't
highly-
need an 18 intelligence. Like there are ways to boost a stat, right? You can roll a talent.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just wanted I don't want Joe to be complaining the whole time that he can't do
No, no,
anything
no.
but it's 1 stat.
What
you
makes
know?
him upset is he rolled a character offline and was like, "This character's perfect.
I did.
You use it in the show." And we were like, "Joe, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
But he's like, "It's perfect."
But I also didn't
It's
assign
balanced.
stats. I rolled it straight down the line. I was
Oh.
like, high strength. It was actually high strength, high wisdom. 14
Oh.
strength, 15 wisdom. I was like,
Whoa.
this is fun. I can see this paladin-ish character coming together.
yeah,
It's all good.
don't be too nervous. But you are rolling 6 3d6. Just start rolling the numbers, and then we'll go around the table.
We're
and see
doing one
what-
at a time,
what you
or
got. What do you think? What's the most exciting way
One
to do
at a
it?
time.
One person at a time, or one
My
roll at a
hands
time?
Are
It's-
so sweaty.
Having
One
done this
roll
for
at a
Traveler, it is, I think the most exciting version is we all roll and you write down all 6 and then we go one at a time to work through your stats. So you say like, I rolled
okay.
these 6.
Okay.
That's what we've done in Traveler. We don't have
I'm rolling.
Oh, you don't want to do like one
no,
roll?
one roll all around and say the number.
That's kind of fun.
And we don't have to say what it's assigned
Otherwise,
to.
I'm just sitting here.
It's just number salad.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know who's got high numbers, you know who's got low numbers. Okay. I got an 11.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
You'll live forever.
You'll live forever.
6.
Oh, no. What was your first number?
9.
9. Okay.
8.
8. Okay.
That's all
Okay.
right.
11 wins the first
Old
round.
Joey 11s.
There it is. Actually, it's 13.
Okay.
It was higher, but 13's great.
Yeah. You want to get a 14.
Okay.
8.
8.
Oh.
11.
11.
15.
Whoa.
Wow.
He's on the board.
All right. He's on the board.
All right. He's on the board.
11's a 0. 10, 11 is just no modifier
yeah.
to your
Yeah.
ability.
11 is great.
Yeah, it's no penalty. That's a 10 right down the line.
Okay.
14.
14.
All right. He's in the game.
6.
This is your character.
So-
it's official.
This is my
The
character.
worst is Sydney's going to roll.
Sydney's in
Maybe
bad
she'll get an
shape.
18 or something crazy though
No.
at the end.
Oh, God.
All right. It's the thief. By the way, the thief died in every single one of our sessions, I think.
They have 4 hit points maximum. They have.
Yeah, they have 4 max, and they're also typically sent in first to explore.
Yeah.
Don't forget, as written, your con modifier affects your starting hit points.
Yeah.
Right.
So
It could be more. Yeah.
My thief,
be less.
in our very first one, my thief was the last to die.
that's how
Oh, that's true.
I just got a 10.
Where'd you get,
Another
Sydney?
10.
6.
Oh, 6 buddies.
buddies.
Okay. Oh my God, another 10.
13.
Ooh.
Okay.
14.
14. Okay.
Oh no, you
I'm
locked in that garbage.
Not happy.
I think she wants to do the 54.
I might do the 54, but we'll see.
This is my last chance for a 14.
Wow.
I got 8.
Oh, you're ahead? Oh,
I
I'm
got an
only
8.
An 8. Okay.
Oh
I
God.
think you jumped ahead.
I guess I did. How many have you done? 4?
This is my 5th. Cracked die.
I've done 5, so I'll wait a
I
second.
could watch
Rolled the
this.
same thing.
I know. This is so nerve-wracking.
Glad it's not me.
I got a 13 again.
I should have rolled some just for the hell of it.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Oh boy, Sid. Is this your last roll?
Yeah.
Psycho Sid.
Psycho Sid. Gotta play some music.
Where'd you
I
get?
just rolled an 18.
Oh my god.
I literally-
no. 666.
Get over here, Chris. You gotta see that. I'm just like, for shits and gigs, maybe I'll roll one. 18!
Of course he did.
Look at these!
Look at those planet dice.
So many
how'd you do?
planets.
What'd you get, Skip?
Oh, Skip, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
All right. This is the last one for all the marbles.
For all the marbs.
Have you hit 14 once, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get a 14?
Yeah, I got 114.
And this is my last chance for a 14.
You want me to go
Yeah.
first? Okay.
Looks like you got a juicy one over there.
It's juicy-ish. It's another 14.
Another 14. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. 13. 13.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I had no idea it would be this hard.
Oh.
That's what she said.
I rolled another 13.
I have 3 13s.
Wait,
So I
you're not
think
on the-
I can't re-roll. I have no 14s, but I have 11, 13, 10, 10, 10, 13.
It's pretty good.
Wow. Oh,
But a
no
10,
penalties.
Is it 10 and it's not a penalty. Okay.
And you could bump up your strength with a lucky talent roll.
Right, but it would still only be 15. Not
Would
to
you-
get to the +3.
What are your numbers, Cap?
6, 8, 14, 13, 13, 13.
Oh, that's great.
That's really good.
I'm feeling good.
That's great.
13, 13, 13?
Yeah.
Good. You had some highs and some lows.
I got 8, 15, 6, 8, 9, 14.
All right, so you got a 15 and a 14.
15 and a 14. That's
But yeah,
pretty
you're going
nice.
to be very swingy.
Yeah.
All right.
So you've got 2 plus 2s. That's
Yeah.
Okay. And then Sydney?
Also, weirdly ordered 6, 9, 11, 11, 14, 14.
Interesting.
So
These two characters have similar. There's going to be good strengths, weak
really
weaknesses.
big weakness.
Matthew's probably the strongest.
Well, what's our average? What's everyone's total? What's your sum?
My total is 60.
65.
And Joe is just like
67.
interesting.
And I might re-roll. And I have the highest.
Wait, did you have a 14?
No.
Oh,
At 11, 13, 10, 10, 10, 13.
Yeah.
I'm
Which is
at-
not bad.
I'm
No.
at 67 too. Who else?
I had 67.
Yeah. So
All right, so we tied.
so the high, but you were thinking about a reroll.
I'm thinking about it.
because you didn't get that peak. You don't get those peaks.
I don't
and
get
valleys.
anything at +2.
But would that be
Nothing.
Would that
Nothing,
be an
Jerry.
interesting
Nothing, Jerry.
character? Average Joe.
Average Joe.
Regular, boring
Average Joe.
Joe.
You guys should roll your character names. Well, what do you think? Because you're the last one before we
It's a
move on.
hard decision. What would you do?
That's tough. That's
WWSD.
I mean, I like I like big variations, so I mean, I would probably.
I mean, big variation gives you more to play. That's the
Yeah.
You know, it also gives you 6 more chances at rolling an 18, like I did on my first.
You're the, you
Like
are,
you did with your one and only roll.
I rolled an 18, 9, 10, 11, 7, 13.
It's pretty good.
You are like the devil on Joe's gambling shoulder. Always very
Oh, I just rolled 664. It's possible, man.
That's a 16.
16. I'm just goofing over.
Can I
I'm
use
just
those
goofing.
dice?
Can I use these? Yeah, they're weighted.
All right, so if you on the fighter class talent table, a 7 through 9, so you're most likely to roll on 2d6. Your 7 will give you a +2 to strength, dex, or con.
Right.
But it will only get you up to 15. But nobody here has +2.
Yeah. Does anybody have a 16?
No. Nobody.
Nobody has a 16.
We just want to be Captain America.
All right, I'm gonna do it again.
Do it.
Yes.
Remember this
I got
moment,
to.
folks.
I got to.
Look at the smile on his face.
Come on, Joey
It's
Jojo.
about to
gonna be
fade.
so
We're
bad.
locked into this no matter what you
Yeah,
roll.
even if I don't roll any 14s.
Let's go 18. You
we gotta
got
give it a
this.
shot.
Roll
We
your
gotta give it
die.
a shot. 7. There it starts.
Okay,
Oh.
there we go.
There
I
it
didn't
starts.
start strong.
They're going to add
Oh
a teen
man.
to that.
7.
Gonna cry.
It's gonna be so bad. 9.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember we didn't have any
You
negatives?
wanted variation.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Wouldn't have had any
What
penalties
if
to
there's
your
no
con?
variation? What if it's just all penalties?
You had a +1 to your con if you wanted.
Okay, 13.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Could be worse.
This next one, I'm feeling it. 17.
That was my previous highest.
I will say,
stat.
as written, if none of your stats are 14 or higher, you may roll a new set of 6 numbers. So technically, as written, if you don't roll 14 again, you could roll.
It doesn't say just
Okay.
once.
Yeah, it doesn't say just once. But if you get 114.
Let's see. Oh God, 8.
Oh.
Yeah, we could.
Well, I have a 13, so if I get a 14 here, at least
You're in good shape. You'll be in okay shape.
I'll be all right. 10.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
My God, I'm just gonna be rolling all freaking day. One more, last chance to get an 18.
Is it?
18. Let's go.
Last chance to get an 18. 12. I'm going again.
Let's go. Okay.
Back to the well.
Back to the well. Not a single 14 in 12 rolls.
We're doing an edit where we just keep speeding through. All right. 8th time's a charm.
Come on. New set of stats.
But in fast forward, it's just like Joe screaming at the
that
heavens.
one opened
He's got
with a 13.
Okay.
Statistically, I wonder how many times Joe will re-roll.
And then there's a 9.
Joe.
Not great.
Just go out the
Or
window.
not.
Joe.
Not on his side.
Come on, baby. What's that, 12, Matthew?
13.
Just say the
Oh,
number if it's
nice.
above 14.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3 rolls in. Still not there. Still haven't hit 14.
Amazing.
This is incredible.
This is wild. Still not there.
Oh!
Nope.
Oh, 13 again?
He rolled a 6 on one of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's better than my other one, though. 13, 9, 13, 10, 10, 12.
You're still rolling
It's
like
better than your first roll.
It
You're
is.
comparing it to such worse rolls.
It's crazy.
Hot garbage.
You've rolled 18 times and still not rolled 3 6s.
I haven't even rolled above 14.
I don't understand. How are you not rolling? How are you not rolling 3 6s?
Weird that you're not rolling 3 6s.
I'm going again.
All right, let's do it again.
I'm not stopping, baby.
Oh man, this is gonna end
No
up in
stop till 18.
heartbreak when it's like 4 7s, an 8, and a 15.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh,
Wait,
that looks good. Oh,
Just to get
13
an
again.
extra +1 to attack.
Come on. This is really fun. This is really fun for me. No.
You were rolling better on
And I'm
average.
rolling really well. I just can't get there.
No.
Just staggering, Sydney. Staggering results here. That's 10, 13, 11, 12, 10, 9.
This is insane.
That's worse than your first round.
I know.
Going
Do you
again,
want to
right?
go
I
again?
have
Gotta
to
go
now.
again.
Now I
Gotta
have
go
to.
again.
God, I'm so
But
curious.
now they're getting hard to see on my sheet.
We really
I'm gonna move
should
somewhere
just
else.
you should just like Francis on the edge, just speed it up.
just
And see how what Joe is like.
Nope. Unbelievable. 5, 6.
God.
All right, hey, good start though.
Good start, though. Oh, there it is. 5. Now,
Okay.
I will roll a 14.
Yep,
you
guaranteed.
And not a single digit over 14.
Nope. Not a 15, not a 16.
Oh, God, no. 8. No. I can feel it coming. Oh, here it is. It's going to be this one. 14! Ah, I knew I knew it! The only one with a 5!
And not a single digit over.
Not a single digit over. God, I suck. All right, I got 2 more chances at an 18.
You won them have a 5.
2 more chances at an 18. Oh, 15! There you go.
It was all worth it.
Everyone will sleep well tonight.
Okay, one more.
Come on.
One more chance at an 18. One more chance at an 18. 14.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
that
a
was
good character.
12, 5, 8, 14, 15 14.
That's great.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That's almost like a that's almost like a 20-point buy.
Almost,
Yeah.
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 Holy crap.
Wow.
I have a feeling
Wow.
Joe is going to make a big dummy.
Well, let's find out what kind
That's
of dummy it is, because now you can choose your ancestry. There's no option to roll. I mean, obviously you could number these if you want, but I think you should play what you want to play. There's plenty of that will be left up to random chance. The 4 starting ancestries from the core rulebook are your classics: dwarf, elf, goblin. Don't like them. Half orc, halfling. Also don't like them, and humans.
You don't like goblins or halflings?
I don't know.
Why are you even playing fantasy
Nothing
role-playing
cute.
games?
I forgot to mention that. Nothing cute. I don't want anything cute.
It's a very dark, serious world.
Yeah, no cute.
What if my human was really?
What I say before, no bars, no leshies.
Does anybody want to play like a goblin?
No.
No,
Does anybody want to play like a halfling?
I'm only
I was thinking about it.
thinking about it because their ability is that they are stealthy. So they
Good
can
to become invisible.
No, I think
Once
that's so
per day.
classic though. Like a halfling thief is so
I know.
classic. I mean,
But I'm
Yeah.
I'm kind of like
I'm kidding. You can be whatever you want to be.
it's also not quite how I imagined who I'm thinking of. Like they are more of a human.
Well, with a human, think about the powers. A human, people always love human. You get an additional talent roll at first level,
So
It's huge.
which is incredibly.
It's so crazy.
Halfling being able to go invisible for 3 rounds a day is once per day. You can go invisible for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
That's pretty great, especially for a thief, but for anyone. Half orc. I mean, Joe, you going back to the to the basics.
Here's what I'm thinking.
+1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with melee weapons.
Yeah. So I'm thinking half orc or human, and I may roll for it. I'm not sure yet.
Half orc. This is back to
I
your
may
roots.
go back to my roots. Yeah, but not a ranger this time.
His name is
More of a
Jork.
I'm good. I think I'm.
Oh man.
Jork.
Orc.
Just his name plus Lork. That's all you can think of. Jork. Goblin, you can't be surprised. I mean, I don't know. And none of our
Depends
sessions
on how
have
much you surprise. Yeah.
+1 bonus to attack and damage rolls at low levels for a fighter is pretty good.
yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
huge.
It's very
Elf is
tempting.
great. You get a +1 to attack with ranged or a +1
know
to
this,
spell
okay.
casting. Elf wizard over there. And then dwarf, they're hardy as F. They're stout. Start with +2 HP. If you put a
Dwarf is nice,
a 12 plus in con, you're going to get way more hit points. That might be something you might want to think about with sitting on 4 hit points. The old dwarf, the classic dwarf thief. And you get to roll your HP per level with advantage.
Yeah.
Which makes me maybe not want to do the
not wanna do
GM
the,
roll thing because it's part of the dwarf
Special.
Well, if we don't have a dwarf.
ability. So
I know what
Choose.
I want, and I think I might. Can I? Would you? I'm just gonna roll to see what I get. See what the dice say.
all right, so we'll say 1 dwarf, 2 elf, 3 goblin, 4 half orc, 5 halfling, 6 human.
Okay, I'm with the caveat that I probably will choose what I'm gonna choose.
Right, but just to see what
Just
the
to-
gods choose.
The gods chose elf,
Okay.
but I was thinking human.
Who are you to go against God?
Stand in the face, shake your fist in the face of God.
Does God really care about this kind of thing?
Well, let's see. The wizard.
I mean, the +1 to spell
I don't
casting.
want to
kind
get
of
too
my
ahead of myself, but the powers are really good.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh
human,
my
the extra
God.
power, it means everybody should be human.
I envisioned a human when
You also
I
get
was
2 chances at getting that +2 to intelligence
Yeah.
and a +1. Yeah, how everybody's gonna.
I think I'm gonna do human.
I think I'm gonna
doing
do
human.
because then I can boost my
I also-
con and boost my HP that way if I roll that on the table with
Yeah.
the extra talent.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking, like, when I have a very vague sense of the character. I was waiting to see what the stats were, but I was thinking human.
Yeah.
I was thinking just a generally more humanocentric campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all the like sort of media inspirations that we talked about, like they're all sort of that way.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I mean, Black Company. They're all humans, but there's weird stuff and there's
Yeah.
little weird creatures involved. But that's a company of human mercenaries for hire.
Yeah.
Are you still on the
I'm
fence?
so incredibly on the fence. You know, the funny thing is, with you guys going human, I may just go half orc. Like, I think I would go. I know I would go half orc if I didn't play like a half orc fighter in the first campaign. So I don't know if that's a good reason to not do it, though. You know,
It'd be
I
fun.
think
just my gut says half orc.
Do what your gut
You're
says.
fine.
I will say, as part of the gloaming, there are orcs. There's an orc situation.
Yeah, so it might be more interesting.
Might be
the
more
narrative.
interesting. And 3 humans and an orc,
Yeah.
it'll sell, baby.
Okay.
Think of the t-shirts.
Can I ask, did you guys
I'm gonna
distribute all your stats?
Yes.
No, I haven't yet.
Oh.
Because I'm weighing whether to put either have a 13 wisdom or a 13 charisma.
Well, you can also change that after you roll your talents. If you're like, oh, let me move this around because it'll make
Really?
more
True.
sense. Yeah. You don't have to lock it in. This isn't the
Well, just
prices, right?
I think I'm like trying to decide, is wisdom going to be more applicable than charisma in the game, right? It's like, it's not really diplomacy checks, right? They're charisma checks, but
Yeah, there'll be charisma checks, wisdom checks.
Also, charisma is sort of a will save substitute too.
that is true.
Keeps you what you
Wait,
roll
it's-
against
wait,
like mind control.
It's charisma, not wisdom.
Well, I know it's like mind control is like something you roll charisma for.
Oh yeah, charisma says that.
It's just a question of having a +1 or -1. Where does the -1 go? Where's the +1 go?
Charisma says convince creatures to be friendly, resist mental control.
Yeah.
And wisdom is cast priest spells, detect hidden, recognize omens, important for priests.
Yeah. So presumably you'll be high wisdom.
Yeah, I'm putting my 15 in wisdom.
Constitution also helps you gain more gear slots. So keep
Yeah.
that in mind.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
A
It's
positive modifier
not
helps.
strength?
No, it's con.
You sure?
I just read that somewhere.
I think you're right, but I can't remember.
And maybe for fighter, it says hauler. Add your constitution modifier if positive to your gear slots.
No, it's
Strength.
It's strength. So the fighter has the option to
That's just for fighter.
you
Okay.
can carry a number of items equal to your strength stat or 10, whatever is higher.
Gotcha.
So we've got
Very cool.
Skid human. You want with?
Yeah.
Okay. Human priest, human thief, human wizard.
So I rolled human. So torn. I mean, there's something to be said for rounding it out with all humans. There's something to be said to have an outsider.
But we don't know each other.
Well, here, you know what? Let's hear from our sponsors, and then I want a decision.
Okay.
In 60 seconds.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Два, 7, 8, 2, 7, 8, 2, 7, 8, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 7, 8, 2, 7, 8, 2, 7, 8, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Joe?
It hasn't been 60 seconds. We're having a good time.
Now it's been 60.
Okay.
What do you choose for the most important campaign in company history?
No pressure.
No pressure.
Half work.
There you go.
All right.
I mean, you chose.
like it.
That's the thing. If you say, I'll flip a coin and you're disappointed with the result of the coin flip, you know that you really wanted to do the other thing.
So true.
You knew you wanted it to be half work.
Yeah.
It's true.
I actually didn't. When I started, like today, I always pictured, like going in, I knew I was going to be a fighter and I just pictured human. It was just very natural to picture human and I had some ideas, but I didn't lock in anything because the ability scores can vary so wildly, depending on mostly the mental stats, right? Or in some cases, dex and strength, and like how you picture a character and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I'll do half work.
It's like when you're going to have a baby People are like, do you want a boy or a girl? And I just want a healthy baby. If the baby comes out healthy and it's a girl and you're like, fuck! Just say that you wanted a boy.
You know what
Just
you want.
say you wanted a boy.
Right. So you wanted a half-orc and you got it.
Okay.
Okay. We've chosen our ancestry. We've chosen our class. Our stats have been rolled, but not necessarily assigned. There might be some juking and jiving. Let's do some class talent rolls. 3 of you. We'll get 2 of them.
Yay!
Because of the human ability, which is called ambitious. You ambitious humans.
Vicious human.
All right, Sydney, let's start with you. Let's go back to you. Thief talents. You roll 2d6, and there's 5 different things that could happen.
And if you're rolling twice, are you okay with us getting the same one twice?
That's a good question.
You
The
want
only
us to
reason
have
I
plus
think
4 to-
yes is like you get one of these every 2 levels, so like odds are you're going to be repeating them.
Great.
So yeah, what'd you get?
I got 2 5s, which is a 10 for +1 to melee and ranged attacks, which
And range.
Oh.
That's nice.
could
Nice.
be very helpful for me.
Okay, so you got the Yo 11 and 10 the hard way. Now, what did you roll actually?
5 and 5 and 5.
5 5. So yeah, 10 the hard way.
Hard way.
All right, so +1 to melee and range. Now roll again. Now you want that sweet
want the
7.
12.
Wrap out.
Come on.
Oh, you want the 12.
Got a 6.
That's great.
That's great.
Oh, I get +2 strength there. Oh, or charisma. I wanted the 12 because I wanted +2 to distribute. I didn't even see this one. Okay, to strength, dex, or charisma. So I should just up my dex.
Yeah, Dexy's Midnight Runners. What are
Okay.
we doing?
So,
So what did you allot? Did you allot your highest to Dex?
14, yeah. So I
But you
get
said we can rearrange.
You
after.
can, yeah.
Yeah.
But just
14's my highest.
make sure you rearrange.
But going from a 14
don't
to a
add and
16
then
is
rearrange, you know?
significant.
That's big.
So I will, go to the 16, and that brings me up to a +3, right?
I think it's +2.
Plus 2.
Or plus. I thought a 14 was a +2.
No, sorry. 16 is a +3.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
+3.
okay.
Oh, it is?
Only 18
Oh, wow.
is +4. Great. That's great.
Amazing. And now I got a.
And you
16
get
dex.
that bonus to hit.
I'm so strong.
16 Dex, bonus to hit. Awesome. Matthew, the old Wizard. A lot of cool stuff
Yeah.
for the wizard talents because they're the first to die.
And the one I would love to get the +2 to a stat, but I also love the gain advantage on casting one spell.
Yes, we've seen a lot of spells get lost.
Yes.
But now if we use Skid's House rule,
I got it. 8.
you got an 8.
Oh,
Okay.
got it.
Nice.
Gain advantage on casting one spell you know.
Cool.
So when you choose that spell, this is you
I'll
just
always
you
have advantage
allot
on
it
it.
to that.
That's awesome.
Pretty dope.
That's great.
And then a 3. +2 to intelligence stat or +1 to wizard spellcasting.
Oh my god.
I mean, look at 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 give you that. So the game wants you to have.
Spell casting wizard stat. Like your
It's the same. It
your
has the
spellcasting
same.
roll.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a +2 to intelligence is what I'm going to take, or +1 to spellcasting checks, which
Oh.
is the same effect.
Oh, it's the same. Oh yeah, of course.
It depends what your
No,
num-
wait,
what
plus
number
2?
you.
Is it plus
+2 to the stat, or
plus
+1 to the
Oh, yeah, so then
spellcasting
take
roll.
plus-
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's what you got on the first one. You got advantage on a spell you know.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I get a +2.
Are you taking the +2 to
I'm taking the
intelligence?
+2, so I'm going to go to a 16 intelligence.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Also a +3 then. Heck yeah.
Yeah, because you could game the system a little bit, right? If you took
Because at a
+1
14,
to
I'm.
spellcasting. What are your other stats?
But a +1 to spellcasting is.
Oh, you're saying if I
It's a-
rearrange my stats?
Yeah.
Because I could go up to a 15. No, because I can't get to the +3.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay,
So I'm going to take.
Great.
I'm just going to bump my intelligence. That's going to be my key stat.
love it.
That's great. I love that.
Joe, let's go to the fighter. You get 1.
The fighter.
you
Get,
jealous
I'm
of
gonna
your
get one
friends?
as my half orc. Here we go.
This is where you.
Let's see. And I got a 6, unfortunately.
Oh, that's,
+1 to melee and ranged attacks.
that's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
Great.
No, I know. I wanted +2 to strength.
Yeah.
But now you get effectively because of your talent and your half orc.
I got a +2
Straight, you get
to
+3.
melee attacks.
Yeah. And we
With
haven't even
+1.
talked about each class's abilities, which is going to give you further bonuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's finish with the talent. Skid, you get 2 as the priest. Interesting here. Very interesting.
Okay. 5. Oh, that's terrible.
+1 to melee.
Melee or range.
Or range.
attacks.
Or ranged.
Okay.
And you're going to be up, and you're.
I'll be in-
You'll be in melee.
Yeah, you'll need that. It seems like they want all of you to have that +1.
Yeah, yeah. And 7. Oh, +1 to spellcasting checks.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Nice.
All right, so now you should assign your stats. And if you got a bonus to something, just notate it as such.
So let's just, we did this a little bit for our last campaign, and I feel like I do want to check in. I want to make sure we have kind of every stat covered. Mm-hmm. So we have strength from Joe.
Mm-hmm.
We have intelligence.
Joe's character.
Important distinction.
So savage. Intelligence from me, Dex from Sydney.
Mm-hmm. And con.
And con?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because you got to, and then your wisdom's going to be high.
Yeah.
So we don't really have charisma.
Well, I'll probably...
Don't say that.
I'll talk about my friend that way.
I'll put my 14 in charisma.
Okay.
My 15 in wisdom, my 14 in charisma.
Chatty priest.
Yeah.
Love a chatty priest.
I think I'll put my extra 13 in wisdom, put my 8 in charisma. As much as I would like to roleplay.
I should be a little ornery.
Does anybody have any charisma?
Well, I have a reason I think
I have a 0.
Okay.
I like it. All right, so part of me, let's talk about the individual abilities, and I'll chime in, and you guys can chime in as well. Let's start with Joe this time. We'll go in the order of the book. Fighter. You can use all weapons. You can use all armor and shields. You start with 8 hit points. You can add your con modifier to your gear slots as long as it's positive.
That's fun.
Which means
I'm gonna have 17 gear slots.
Nice.
How is that possible?
Because it's your strength, which is 15.
Or 10, whatever's higher.
Plus I have a +2 to con.
That's great. So you are a hauler.
Yeah.
Weapon mastery. Choose one type of weapon, such as longswords. You gain a +1 to attack and damage with that weapon type.
Oh yeah. So it is going to be a net +3.
Yeah.
Yeah. In addition, add half your level to these rolls. So as you level up, that becomes more powerful.
Yeah.
So start thinking about what type of weapon you want to use, but you gained +1 to melee and ranged.
Let me ask you a question of interpretation. +1 to attack and damage. In addition, add half your level to these rolls. So that means...
At second level, you get another +1.
So at second level, I get a +1. It's not... Okay.
It says rounded
It's in
down.
addition to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to level up with you.
It's not minimum 1.
Every even level.
No, it says round down, and you already start with a +1.
Yeah.
So at level 2, it's +2. But then it's not till level 4 that it's +3.
Yeah, all your even levels, you get another plus.
Yeah.
You get another bonus, but that really
I would assume
starts
it's minimum
to stack.
Well, I assume so too, but you get it. You get it with add +1 to attack and damage with that weapon type.
In addition, add half your level to these rolls, round down. Now, normally in Pathfinder, round down always is almost always minimum 1.
I'm rounding.
I know, but
I'm rounding a half to 0.
Yeah,
I know.
I think it should be 0 because then it would just say start with +2 because it would always be +2.
Dude, it keeps getting better for you.
Because it scales up.
You have grit. Choose strength or dex. Strength. You have advantage on checks of that type to overcome an opposing force, such as kicking open a stuck door or slipping free of rusty chains. So it's not in your attacks. It's in like straight up.
Overcome an opposing force.
Yeah.
Bend bars, lift gates.
Yes.
I mean, strength is the obvious choice, but you could almost make the case for dex, right? Because that's where you have the weakness, or like you're not as strong.
I'm equally as strong as I am dexterous.
Yeah, odds are your strength checks won't need advantage because
I mean, it's 1 point higher, but in terms of the bonuses, I have 15 and a 14.
Same bonus.
Well, think about that and lock it in. Priest class. You can use a club, a crossbow, dagger, mace. Yeah, this is so classic. Long sword, staff, warhammer. But you can use all armor and shields, which is nice. That's just to keep you alive. You start with 6 hit points plus your con. So it's interesting. The fighter doesn't know any languages beyond the languages of its ancestry, which for you is
common and orcish.
Yeah.
And if that comes up in the adventure, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, as humans, you know common and 1 additional language from page 32. So make sure you choose that, Draconic, Sylvan, whatever you want. But as a priest, you also know Celestial, Diabolic, which will come in handy, or Primordial. So you have to choose between Celestial, Diabolic, or Primordial. I think it would actually be kind of fun if you knew Diabolic, because it fits very well into the Gloaming.
Okay.
You know the Turn Undead spell.
Yep.
It doesn't count towards your number of known spells. I'll save this one for your deity. Spellcasting, you can cast priest spells you know. You know 2 tier 1 spells of your choice from the priest spell list. Each time you gain a level, you choose new priest spells to learn, according to the priest spells known table. So you need to choose 2 spells.
Light and Cure Light.
Light and Cure Light? Done. Have you thought about your deity?
No.
And your holy symbol for the gods does not take up any gear slots. But we'll talk about that in a second, because that's a big choice in terms of the story we're going to tell. You are choosing the first god. Thief. You can have a club, a crossbow, a dagger, a short bow, or a short sword. Are you going ranged, or are you going up close and personal? Where's your head at?
From the playtest, when I was the thief and had a dagger, I died.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I might try a crossbow. Or a short bow, maybe.
Short bow?
Maybe I'll do short bow.
Yeah, crossbow, we'd have to figure out some sort of loading
Reload.
rules, but the game is meant to be narrative. But short bow feels right.
And maybe
Track those arrows.
maybe I could buy a dagger, and have it, because I can do +1 on melee as well.
You definitely want to have one on your person.
Yeah.
There'll be certain things you want to pry out of a
Exactly.
socket or something.
I just don't know if I'll be a frontline fighter.
Yeah, but you might, sometimes the guy's right up next to you, you don't want to shoot that bow. I might give you disadvantage if you're using a bow up close and personal when a minotaur comes running at you. Leather armor or mithril chainmail, that's it. You start with 4 hit points plus all your other bonuses. Backstab. If you hit a creature who's unaware of your attack, you deal an extra weapon die of damage. Add additional weapon die of damage equal to half your level round down. So as you level up, just like Joe, at 2nd and 4th level, that will start to go up. That's your classic sneak attack damage. Thievery. You're adept at thieving skills and have the necessary tools of the trade secreted on your person, and they take up no gear slots.
Huge.
You're trained in the following task and take advantage on climbing, sneaking, hiding, applying disguises. You should definitely use that. You'll have fun with that. Finding and disabling traps. We talked about that, usually when it's under duress or really complex. As well as delicate tasks such as picking pockets and opening locks. And now the wizard.
Wizard.
You can have a dagger or a staff, and that's it.
I think I'll take dagger.
No bow for you. It's interesting if you're like, well, I really want to use a bow. Well, then I kind of rule it right now. You have disadvantage on those things because you're not trained in the bow.
I know
So-
it's weird that the crossbow's not on there for me because it's like
Right.
the idea of a crossbow
That
is
was
that
just
anyone can
that's
use
like
it.
old D&D.
Dude,
You
until
could use
you're-
a sling. That was like the one.
Or you couldn't use a crossbow?
No, that was the one ranged option for magic users was the sling.
I always felt like my Pathfinder wizards were so neutered. They were just, all I could do was crossbow until 3rd level.
Until 3rd level, yeah. And then maybe occasionally you get like a lucky spell off.
Now this is fun. You're intelligent. You know 2 additional common languages and 2 rare languages. See page 32. You might want to dabble in Diabolic as well, if Skid chooses that. You can permanently learn a wizard spell from a spell scroll by studying it for a day and succeeding on a DC 15 intelligence check. Good thing you got that bone on the intelligence checks. Whether you succeed or fail, you expend the spell scroll. Spells you learn in this way don't count towards your known spells. This is classic.
Classic wizard
Yeah.
spell.
Love a good scroll dump.
So cool.
And I will never add any to the adventure.
I know, it sucks. That's the worst
So-
part about wizarding with Troy.
All right, no scroll for you. You get to know 3 tier 1 spells of your choice from the wizard spell list, and you can add more as you go.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Choose.
I haven't chosen those yet. I'm making a list.
Spectacular.
A list of.
We'll come back to deity because I've talked a lot. I want you guys to choose your backgrounds.
Eee.
On page 26.
I'm going to go ahead and it's a 20 option table.
Now here's what I'll say. There are new backgrounds in
Oh.
Cursed Scroll. However, in Cursed Scroll 1, I think in all of them, I have them here. However, I feel like these backgrounds are for the people who are native to the Gloaming.
Yeah.
As I read them, I'm
okay.
like, if based on the story we've started to lay out here, it seems like you guys have come here as part of the war, and these are meant to be diabolical backgrounds. They're cool as F, but they might be for the people who inhabit it, the people that I bring into the adventure, and your inevitable backup characters. They're great.
Save them for the backups.
One of them is Woodborn. They found you in the hollow of an oak tree.
Oh.
Oh,
It's cool shit.
I like that.
One of them is Drawn. You hear a whispered call and follow it. So you can talk
So
me into it. If you want,
mysterious.
I will read to you what the equivalent number you roll is.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
fine.
like
Diabolical
that.
chart, and just see if it gets you wet.
Now, there's stuff on here that we've already
Teeth-wise.
established, like
Teeth wet.
Teeth-wise.
soldier is an option on this table, which we've established that we all might be because we're part of an army.
Right.
But so can it, like, do you?
But this is, I think, like soldier, you'd be like, you were a professional soldier before the war broke out, whereas like any other
That's
result
interesting.
was like your background before you got conscripted.
Yeah,
into the army.
that's how I was looking.
Campaign trait, soldier. Background, something totally different.
Do I get? Can we get a
Yeah,
lemon
so
on
this is something that we
Use
experienced
your
with reading
first episode luck token.
with reading Gardens of the Moon. Is like there are wizard like in my imagination of this, there are like wizard regiments, like wizard
Yeah. That's how I
entire
was.
like collections that do these powerful group castings and stuff like that, and are looked at in awe by the foot soldiers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's the equivalent of like Sydney's civic wizardry.
Yeah.
Would be military.
Well,
wizardry.
honestly,
military
I mentioned Full Metal Alchemist as like a musical inspiration. It's a media inspiration
Yeah,
as well, and
definitely,
that's the kind of things. Like these are alchemists that work for the government.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
Okay, Matthew,
Wait, well, Sydney had the initiative.
show me your smile.
I rolled.
Oh,
What'd you get?
did you roll?
I got a 13, which is acolyte. You're well trained in religious rites and doctrines,
Interesting.
which is funny
You're a
because
thief.
I made my dump stat wisdom. So, do I?
I think you
Am
might
I?
like your diabolical choice.
Give me some of that.
Marooned.
Oh.
They left you behind, but you refused to die.
Cool.
Maybe you were part of a thieves guild, and they
Or like your family.
went out on a mission, and they just left you like, fuck this.
Can I take that one?
Yeah.
I like it way more. Makes
Yeah,
way
I
more
thought
sense.
that these would be too on the nose. No, that's perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
great.
Thank you.
Marooned. They left you behind, but you who left you behind?
You got to read Best Served Cold.
All right,
All right.
I will.
9. Herbalist. You know plants, medicines, and poisons.
Oh,
Kinda
yeah,
fun.
okay.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
What'd you
This is, forager.
Oh,
You know how to find the edible and the deadly.
Ooh.
So they're very similar.
very
Same-
similar.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Herbalist. That's really cool because it feels like while you're magical healing, it feels like healing and stabilization are going
It's
to
an
fall to
intelligence
you.
check.
Yeah.
It's an intelligence check.
We have learned you can't have enough healing in this game.
Yeah.
Yes.
And having somebody with some intelligence is so important.
All right.
At one point in our test sessions, Sydney triggered a trap where she began to drown.
Oh, yeah.
Water just magically appeared in your lungs and started filling up your lungs, and you were drowning. And it's not like, roll of this check to stop the drowning. I was like, what do you do? And your character, Matthew, were you the
I was the wizard.
wizard?
Yeah.
You performed a tracheotomy on her, rolled the check, and hurt her, and then I had the water spew out of your neck. So yeah, I mean,
Fun stuff.
it doesn't seem like you could have.
I'll do. I don't know, but they're very similar. But I feel like
Yeah.
they're slightly different. So I'll sit on and decide which
Okay,
one feels
all right.
better.
So you got those two, and I can read that back to you, Joe. What are your options?
I rolled. I don't know if I won it, but I it's not what I initially anticipated. I rolled a 2, which is wanted. There's a price on your head, but you have allies.
Interesting. These are all tied in together. This must be purposeful. 2 here is outcast. You were thrown out for real or supposed crimes.
Oh.
Feels a little less than wanted. It's like almost the opposite.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of wanted. I was picturing a soldier, and I could just go soldier. But having that added layer is interesting. Can you read yours one more time?
You were thrown out for real or supposed crimes. So whether they knew you did it or not, you were outcast from whatever group. And that's why you joined the army.
Oh, interesting.
But it could be from so many. It's so vague.
Could be
it's
from
so
in the army.
open-ended. Yeah.
Yeah, you
be
could have been
from
thrown out your regiment and
far
joined
past.
up
Or
with,
it could be a childhood thing, right?
yeah,
far
Yeah.
past, recent past.
All right.
it's very Lork. You're kind
That was-
It totally is.
just make Lork.
Well, no,
the new
there's-
adventures of Lork.
There's one that's
of
very
old Lorkstein.
yeah.
I was really hoping for
There's
the
one-
natural 20, which is the chirurgeon.
Chirurgeon.
Yeah.
Where it's the origin, where it's a source word
Chirurgeon?
for surgeon, but it's
Yeah,
yeah.
chirurgeon.
Love
Hi-
that.
hired.
Chirurgeon.
Like in Blades in the Dark, it's a physiker.
Physiker.
Yeah.
There was one that was very lore.
physician.
Is it-
All right, so Skid, what'd you get?
I got 15, which is a ranger.
Oh.
Oh. The
Oh.
woods and the wilds are your true home.
Yeah, so I think I'm probably more of a druid.
Oh.
Ah,
Picture.
interesting.
This is a wild.
Well, interesting here
Or
is
a wandering priest.
yeah.
the 15 in Curse Scroll 1 is drawn. You hear a whispered call and follow it. Perhaps the call of your god.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think he was like a hermit.
Ooh.
He's like a Radagast type.
Yes.
And then we'll figure out like how we ended up in this situation.
All right, so you're going with Ranger. That's cool.
Yeah.
Classic Ranger priest. Joe, did you decide Outcast or Wanted?
No, I haven't decided.
Okay. And Matthew, what you were still on the fence too, right?
Either herbalist or forager.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I mean, will you read me forager again? Forager.
Forager.
You know
is-
what to eat and
Yeah.
what is deadly.
I think herbalist is where I'll go. That way I can support storytelling wise my ability to do first aid.
Or to like make potions.
Yeah, you know how to
Yeah.
find the edible and the deadly.
I'll do herbalist then.
Herbalist, okay. Great. We did backgrounds, I believe. Title.
I'm not gonna go with what I rolled. I'm just gonna go with soldier. Because I think, with all that we're doing with the story, I think I want him to be a trained soldier who has been here almost for life, basically.
Okay.
From a very young age.
All right. You can sleep with yourself at night. Now alignment. Alignment defines your role in the clash between good and evil. All creatures are connected to the eternal conflict waged by law, chaos, and neutrality, whether they know it or not. Law is benevolence, chaos is malevolence, and neutrality is impartial, favoring neither. There's different descriptions for each of these. Now, your alignment is really a role-playing tool at the end of the day, but it does determine your title. Your title, depending on your class, is dependent on what your level and what your alignment is. I will say, in terms of the Gloaming, which is a new area for you, and the greater world of the game, of the campaign that I'm starting to envision in my head, it is a morally gray world. It is a world where people are doing things that sometimes are dark for the greater good, in their mind at least. You may not see it that way, but that's what they truly believe. Their patrons, their gods, they might be considered unholy abominations to you, but they don't see it that way at all, and others don't see it that way at all. There is a lot of dark magic, both in the Gloaming and in the world of Tefrotic Nightmares. And since survival is such a key theme at the beginning of this adventure, just keep in mind that that sort of grayness. You have to do what you have to do. You can be a lawful person, but that is going to be tested. And to be a chaotic person, it doesn't mean that you're evil. So think about that. You might want to choose based on the title, too. If you're like, I really like this title. I don't want to be a squire.
I don't want to be a squire.
I don't want to be a squire, because if you choose lawful at level 1 and 2, a fighter is a squire. That's your title. You're Squire Jork Iron Tusk. Chaotic, you would be a knave, and probably you'll choose neutral warrior. I don't know. Priest, you could be an acolyte, an initiate, or a seeker. They call me the seeker.
They do.
I've been searching low and
I
high.
think they will.
Thief, you could be a footpad, love that word. Thug, or robber, if you're neutral. And then wizard, apprenticed, adept, or shaman. So choose, and honestly, I would say choose. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll on the bat and see how it strikes me, because I have an idea now.
Okay.
I got lawful, so I will go with that.
All right, so you're an apprentice. That's interesting, because now who are you an apprentice to? Is your master dead or lost in the war? Were you just like squiring for this wizard, like a squire would be for a knight? I don't know.
I'm thinking. Can we talk a little bit about burgeoning character concepts?
That's what we're here.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm thinking.
Want to talk a little Turk?
5 o'clock somewhere.
Beer me.
I'm thinking like based on the herbalist. I might go with like that. He's like a corpsman or a doctor that was kind of like pressed into service. Like almost like the initial thing was like Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan. Like somebody who had like was just like in the head had to adapt to this combat because the war was also consuming. Yeah. But has nurtured this secret interest in magic. and found in the army a wizard, like a military wizard who was starting to study with, kind of on the down low. But his primary role, he thinks, is doctor.
It's interesting too because whether you decide that person died or was lost in the battle, like you've lost your teacher and now you've got to learn the School of Hard Knocks.
I think I might know how to read scrolls.
Yeah. I mean, that's perfect for a first level character. All right, so a lawful apprentice. Sydney, what are you thinking?
I rolled 2. I had an idea, and I also got lawful, which would make me a footpad. But I don't. My character will obviously live forever.
Right.
And I don't love the later levels of where you end up. It's like a burglar, and then a rook, and then underboss, boss. And I'm like, he's not like a crime kingpin type personality. I think
It's funny that's under lawful.
because you're following a code. There's like a
It's like organized crime.
yeah, it's organized, like organized religion. I think I'm more so the neutral, which I think makes sense in this world. The way I envisioned him was Robin Hood, but worse. Like Robin Hood when it suits him and who he cares about, which I guess is Robin
Selfish
Hood.
Robin Hood?
More selfish.
Selfish Robin,
more
yeah.
selfish.
Rob the rich and the gift to me.
So just a thief?
So just a thief. But like he doesn't go out of his way to be terrible. Like he's not vicious in most circumstances is how I picture him. So I don't think he's like chaotic. That's like cutthroat and stuff. So I think robber, like a robber.
You're a robber.
That's
trying to work your way up to Bandit Queen.
I'm trying to get to Bandit Queen.
Or King. I don't know what your sex is.
Bandit King.
Joe.
All right, so as we talk about burgeoning sort of story elements, going with half-orc, and I was thinking chaotic, which is sort of like, and warrior, neutral, But then I had this idea, and I'm interested in it, which is like, what if, and this isn't something like people would know right away, but like, what if this military sort of setup that we have had like a special forces sort of arm, like advanced Green Beret tactical fighter types, recon types, yeah, like behind enemy lines types. And I was like, that sounds pretty cool, which is what I thought of with the soldier background, meaning like he's been doing this a very long time, even though he would be level 1. I don't really know how that equates, but the squire element and stuff, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it because it's very like, it doesn't make sense when you just say half-orc. You always think warrior, you always think like a little chaotic, but I'm going to do lawful soldier and sort of do a very military-minded sort of person. And I like this idea of, I'm still working on it because I actually first thought of it with the outcast thing because I was thinking, what if he was part of an elite regiment and he was like framed for some sort of crime?
Dirty dozen.
You were a squire, so your title is squire.
Right, so his title is squire, and I would guess that means it's because he's still at this stage where everything got blown up. He was still sort of entry level in this advanced regiment of fighters. And so he was like still learning from people above him. So I could still have him be pretty young.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. There are 3 new classes in Curse Scroll 1. There's the Warlock, the Witch, and the Knight of St. Yidris.
Yeah.
It would be very interesting if you, I don't know how multi-classing would even work, but if like you decided to like find a new knight to squire under, and you take a 2nd level in Knight of St. Yidris, there's all these other like titles and shit that you get. It'd be really interesting to see if we
that's cool.
start doing that, because you're a squire without a knight, presumably.
Right.
Dead? Did he die? Do you not know? That's very interesting story-wise.
Yeah.
Skid, what did you choose?
I think I'm going to go neutral, just leaning into the sort of druidic kind of possibilities here. And I think the idea, and I was also just thinking about Anabasis and the Persian Empire, is how they had so many different, and so the Soviet Union had sort of the same thing, where it's just all these different sort of cultures like under the same banner. And I think that maybe my guy, and I'm thinking about the Wozes, the Wood Wozes in Tolkien, the Druidain. It was like these men of the forest.
Wood roses.
And so I think he was in a Sylvan sort of tribe of people, and it was pressed into service into this massive army because of his healing skills, just like Matthew's character, or in a similar role to Matthew's character. And so I think that, he was taken far away from his beloved forest, and he's been sort of forced to endure, witness all these horrible things, in war, all these terrible wounds and death and everything over the time. And of course, he just wants to go home.
Oh my God, that's good. Yeah. There's your warriors, just trying to get home, just trying to get back to Coney Island.
Yeah.
I like that. It was Curse Scroll 3. They also introduced Kelsey introduces the Seer class.
Yeah.
So it'd be fun to dip into some Seer magic.
Seer dip.
Because I think the final title at 10th level along that track is Oracle. And you start out as a Seeker, and then you go to Oracle, but I feel like the Seer class that came out leans into that. Very, very cool. I think then we should just dovetail right into your deity, and you don't have to pick it now if you want to spend some time with it, but we should talk about the Pantheon as it exists. As I mentioned, there are new deities that came out in Curse Scroll 1 and probably 2 and 3. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm focusing so much on 1, but they're not your gods. Those are the gods of the people you're going to meet, I think. You can tell me differently.
Yeah.
But what page the deities?
29.
28, 29.
28, 29. I really want to lean into the world that she created, because it's so robust, and then we can always add to it as we go. You said you're lawful or neutral?
Neutral.
Neutral. All right, so the neutral gods, if it matters to you, because you definitely don't have to go that way, is Gedi or Ord. Gedi is the god of feasts, mirth, and the wilds. Gedi is usually peaceful, but primal storms rage when her anger rises.
Oh, cool.
Many elves and halflings worship her. Ord the Unbending, the Wise, the Secret Keeper. He is the god of magic, knowledge, secrets, and equilibrium. Those are the only neutral ones. There is one that isn't tied to an alignment, the Lost.
There's two gods.
Oh, 2. Is there another page?
No, the Lost are 2 that have been lost.
2 of the 9 are lost. That's right.
This is kind of what I wanted to lean into. My idea was either growing up sort of without religion at all, or as a worshiper of, was it Gedi or Geed? Geed or Ord, something like that. But then I like this idea with the squire thing and everything. I like this idea of serving under a guy who was a worshiper of the lost, and instructed him that you have to forget about all that stuff they're telling you. The 2 lost gods are the ones that are really controlling stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
And so he starts to believe this. I love the idea of worshiping lost gods. Their whispered legend lives on in ancient texts and forgotten places. So I think I'm just going to write down the lost for now.
So there were once 9 primary gods, but 2 are the lost, forbidden or forgotten. Many folks still refer to the 9 in their oaths they swear, and ancient stories always begin with, beneath the eyes of the 9. Yeah, I mean, it's very Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So do you worship the lost, or do you think you worship the 9?
The lost.
The lost, okay. 2 of the 9. So think about that, because that's it. That's all she gives you here. I mean, there might be other stuff here in the rumors that gives you a little more detail on that, but that is a world for you to create.
Yeah.
Priests have to choose one god to serve faithfully, and a priest's deity can revoke the gift of spellcasting if you commit blasphemous acts. Most folk worship one of the 4 lords, the lawful and neutral gods, 2 of which I mentioned, and then malevolent beings worship one of the dark trio, chaotic deities who evince power, destruction, and cruelty, and that is Rumlot, Memnon, and Shun the Vile. Shun the Vile, I will tell you, is in the Gloaming. But did any of you choose chaotic? No. Okay. Yeah, so you might want to lean into one of the 4 lords, Saint Taragnus, Gedi, Madeira, the Covenant, or Ord.
What are you doing, Skid?
Well, I've chosen to pronounce this god's name differently.
Okay, but you want to be Geed?
Geed.
Okay, Geed.
Yeah.
I was also going to do Geed.
Your god.
Yeah.
Your God.
My God,
Who's the priest here?
Couple of Geed lovers. who's the That's the Latin pronunciation.
But I think, with just being this primal god of the wilds.
Yeah.
And I think he's like the god of feasts and mirth too, because he has the high charisma. So I think he's like,
Yeah.
he's a partier as well.
Partier. Do you think he has an anger problem?
Maybe.
you
Well,
wouldn't like him
probably
when he's
after all
angry?
this. Yeah, it could be.
You're going Geed?
Yeah, I think the way I'm picturing Geed. I think that my character is going to be from a town that is run by a lord, like it's sort of feudal, and their beliefs are pretty neutral, but like Geed is that god, and it's like when they have parties, it's all to Geed. It's almost like Bacchus. Like having a well, that's crazy, but it's just like a happy god. And if they're angry, like if the crops don't do well, if there is a lightning storm, it's just like, oh, we've angered Geed. But for the most part, it's like known to be very giving, very happy. I imagine sort of the maypole and like, wreaths, and it's like dancing and celebrating and stuff. So that's
Midsommar.
That's Midsommar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it like that?
That's from his town.
Or something, a little happier like the Wicker Man.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Wicker Man.
More tonally like the Wicker Man. But I think that's kind of where he comes from, and his relationship to God isn't like a priest relationship. It's just kind of like, that's the God we pray to, and
I like it.
Yeah.
Geed. What about you, Matthew? You a Geed lover?
I think even though my character is lawful, I think I'm going to worship Ord, who is the unbending, the wise, the secret keeper, god of magic, knowledge, secrets, and equilibrium.
sense.
Especially like
him.
between the wizardry and also my interest in herbs and kind of the specific knowledge of what this herb can do. Was very.
What kind of herbs we talking? Is he a Gandalf? Is he a Gandalf the Grey or is he a Gandalf the White?
I think maybe a
halfling's leaf. Clearly.
That slowed your mind.
little more gray.
All right, couple of Geeds, an Ord, and
Lost.
Lost.
You got some work to do on that.
Yeah.
The last thing besides the name of this character is, in terms of just the basics, is your starting gear. This is something you can do on your own.
We can roll for our gold.
Our
right?
gold.
You can roll for your gold.
2d6 times 5. I rolled for mine. I did mine already.
I'm curious.
I'm so scared.
I'm curious about your slots. You said you had 17 slots?
17, I think.
You have 10. You start with 10.
Start with strength or 10?
Strength or 10, whatever's higher.
Strength or 10, sorry, whatever's higher. I have 10 because my strength is...
Yeah, I have 10 as well.
Okay.
Oh, my strength's 11, actually. Is it...
It's strength or 10, whatever's higher, so you have
so I
11 slots.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good. What's your strength?
My 8.
8, okay. So you got 10 slots. How much gold?
30.
30 gold.
Gold.
Okay.
I got 50 gold.
Whoa! Well, you are
money
the thief.
I
bags.
stole a lot.
So many slots.
I was so scared. Because I just have to have equipment. Like I have to have armor, shield, sword, bow. I rolled snake eyes. I have nothing.
10 gold pieces.
10 gold pieces.
That's one sword. And no clothes.
So, so you wake up. I mean, dude, this tells us everything. You wake up on the battlefield.
Well,
like,
with nothing.
Stripped.
That's what would happen. Like after these battles, was that people would just creep out and they would
Steal
start
your
stripping by. Especially if they thought you're already dead. Like they'd just strip all your stuff.
I
And
can't believe I rolled snake eye. That's so
I can.
fucked up.
Dude, it's great though. You need money.
Yeah.
You need money.
Yeah.
yeah,
You don't have do you even have a sword? Can you afford a sword? We talked about this the other day, and I want to lean into what interests you guys. But I kind of want to track rations and eating.
Totally.
I think it's fun. It can be a little pedantic, but
You can't even get a crawling kit.
can't even get
I can't even get.
No, it's
I know I can get a
7
crawling
gold.
kit, but then I have no weapon. Like,
Yeah, you could get the weapon or the crawling kit.
no shield.
oh my god. I'm starting a new character.
Can he use Can he
So
use
it's 3d6 per ability score.
Can you use your bottle cap?
Again, he's already rolled 4 times.
Can you use your first game bottle cap? Your first session bottle cap?
I think you should be inspired by it. You're gonna
I
get.
bet you think that.
You're gonna get swords. You're gonna get.
I wish I was
shields.
GMing too. That would be fun. That'd be neat.
and we have D4 pieces of gear too, right?
Oh.
Where do you see that?
No, that's level 0 characters. That's what's so weird. It says, For level 0 characters, you get 4 of the starting items. First level, you get 2d6 times 5 gold pieces.
Right.
So many slots, and they'll be so empty.
Maybe I can hire your services as a just a beast of burden.
Wait, what do you? How much gold do you have? 20 gold?
10.
10. So you can buy a club for 5 copper pieces.
Actually, I thought that was 5 gold pieces. That's huge.
Yeah, I'd say you probably have a club, and you can't even afford leather armor.
How much is leather?
No,
armor?
I'll just be dead instantly because I have no money. Money's huge.
Yeah, you have a club. You have a
How much
club.
do scrolls cost?
You have no food. Scroll. I don't know what they cost. I think you find them. Maybe you can have them purchased. We can look that up. There's a whole potion table.
I'm looking at the scrolls and wands table.
Yeah, I mean, God, there's a table for everything. It's fantastic. Okay, you could do your gear slots in your own time.
Yeah.
Some of you won't take long. Others, like Sydney, it'll take forever to choose. You have so many options.
I already filled up all my gear slots. And I still have, let me do the math.
I got 35.
15 gold pieces.
You can hire Joe.
Yeah.
I need the work.
He'll do anything.
I'll do anything.
I need someone to carry all my stuff.
Opening scenes.
A shirtless,
The back alley.
shoeless half-orc.
Shirtless, shoeless half-orc providing certain services to Sydney's thief.
Who's next?
Oh my God. This always happens. Same thing happened with Traveler character creation. I rolled garbage. I rolled garbage, and then you all turned my guy into the most fucked up dude.
No, because you rolled garbage and your guy kept getting promoted.
He blew his way to the top. Oh my God.
That was the funniest thing in the world.
Oh my God.
Can I give Joe any of
we
my
should do
So
gold?
funny.
We should roll up traveler characters at Treehouse.
We gotta drive there.
Oh, sure.
Oh my God, that's so funny. You're gonna get swords. You're gonna get armor. Maybe you'll make some friends. You can.
Yeah, it's just
borrow
crazy. Like,
money
I think I'm literally gonna have to.
You can borrow money.
I'm gonna have to like take weapon mastery in a weapon I don't have. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you were a master at a longsword.
Yeah,
or a bastard
and it was taken.
Feasibly, we're going to meet at some point, and maybe we can engineer it so we hire you for your services and you can buy us.
We can figure it out.
I also have a question. If I have my short bow, do I have to use it as a slot, even if I'm like, I guess I need to store it at some
I
point.
believe each weapon takes a
slot.
Everything
is a weapon.
Just checking.
Yeah.
And I, if you get tired of it, that's fine. But I think you should buy rations and we should track them, just so that like if you run out of food,
Especially initially.
yeah.
I mean, I think
after 3 days without food, you start to lose con permanently.
Yeah.
That's interesting to me.
You think
Maybe
we-
it's not interesting to
You
you.
think we need more than 3 days?
We're not as well. Hey, if you adventure far away from a town, then you're going to need your forager to go out and roll checks to see if he can actually forage. Herbalist. See if they can roll the checks to get you what you need. I don't know. It might be interesting if we, over time, we're like, I don't want to roll this anymore.
You know what? Actually, I think that is the difference.
Yeah.
I think that he can't go out and forage.
I'm not. Well, I can. I just don't. I mean, I could. I just have to.
You could just make salads.
Salads.
I have salad. Names.
Oh yeah, I don't think.
Check back with me
today.
You want to roll on a name chart?
Just for fun? Because I don't know if I want to use it.
I'm not going to use their name, but
Let's roll for fun. Let's have
Where are
fun.
the names? What page?
There's a D20, page 38, and based on your ancestry, there's some names. It's for people who struggle with creativity. Maybe you could take one of the names and bastardize it in a way that suits you. What'd you roll, Joe?
I rolled a 13.
Ulara.
Lara.
You're not a new Lara.
No.
11.
11 for your human is Tamra. That sounds like a Matthew character.
I'm not going to use it.
Okay, Apprentice Tamra.
I rolled a natural 20.
On the human?
Yeah.
Godfrey.
Godfrey.
Not bad.
That's good.
Not bad.
Godfrey. I'll think about it.
Let's give it a roll.
16.
16, Taryn. That's a
Taryn?
druidic name.
Yeah.
You could take some time with the names.
Yeah, that's
Unless you're like, I know my name and I want the world to know.
I don't know my name.
Yeah.
You know your
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't know. Okay.
You don't know.
Do you know the?
I take forever with this. I
Yeah.
always take so long.
I don't care.
Even like video games, I will spend 3 hours
Me
like,
too.
staring at the screen.
Dude, if it's an
Character
RPG
creation.
where they're like, boom, and it comes out character name, I'm like, well, here goes 35 minutes.
Every time.
And this isn't for like a stream.
no,
It's
just
just
for
me
my.
alone at
Yeah.
home. I can't do
Well,
it.
I'm
time.
just like, what's the funniest penis?
Well,
I know, and you always come up with funny ones really fast.
well, God forbid it's an MMO. You put in the funniest penis name, Taken. You're like, all right, second funniest penis, Taken.
They don't have mine.
They don't have yours?
No, they're very creative.
You have a specific one?
Or you pick something that's so obviously dirty that no one would have chosen it.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're always fun. Yeah, think about it. Half orc, fighter, human, wizard, human, thief, human, priest. This is it.
it's coming together, man.
We'll see you next week
Oh, for the premiere.
for the premiere, episode 1. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. We can use everybody we got. Shout out to Kelsey Dion and the good folks at Arcane Library. We are so excited to jump into this game, and I hope you are as well. A new adventure begins next week.